I've been streaming for 2.5 hours and I have not looked at ChatGPT, so and I'm doing fine. You know? Could I be faster? Maybe, I don't know. It's just really strange. People always say it helps them with coding and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but you always have to send the code that you produce with AI to somebody else to review. So in fact, what happens is you just put the work on somebody else's desk. That's what usually happens. And another guy recently said that AI is just a junior coder, basically. You just have to watch over it and double check everything that it outputs, and that is not time saved. Today the plumber was here and he investigated our wall. And he took a look at it and he's like, well, there is no water pipe behind it. It must be a chimney. Right? And I was like, no. The chimney sweep was here and he said it's not a chimney, so it must be a water pipe. But then the plumber today said, yeah, but there's no water anywhere. So what you're gonna do is, on the December 30th, they're gonna open this bad boy up. They're gonna open it up and then we will see what's behind this door. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I want to see what's behind it. Is it a decomposing body? I don't know. It's a piece of art, yeah. Did the entity break through now? No, it is still trying. There was one comment that I don't understand. Make it less addictive. I have 3.6 hours in it from one day. I don't understand. Is this a joke or what? I don't know what to do with that. Make it less addictive. Increase elemental damage modifier. Same with getting gold. Okay, which one of these has the elemental modifier? I don't know. I don't know if it's a compliment or not. I just heard that PlayStation 5 is 5 years old. What does that compute with you guys? It does not compute with me. It's like, what? What? Wait, hold on a second. PlayStation 5 is 2 years old, right? 3 years max. Nice. What are you playing?
Sorry?
What are you playing?
My own song.
Ah, cool. Can you play it?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
We will just chill by the sunset.
Sorry?
We will just chill by the sunset.
Okay. Yeah. It's just good place to play.
It is. Do you have like an online presence, like a SoundCloud or whatever?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm about to. I'm in the studio, but yeah, it is taking long.
All right.
But not there yet. Yeah. Maybe
All right.
next year.
Maybe next year. Make it this year.
Maybe this year.
Just do it.
I mean, we are doing it, but it's like it's a project with more people.
All right.
So yeah, just finding time where everybody has time, you know.
Right. So there's.
At the end of the month, we have the second session, so.
Okay. So there is a chance it can still be released this year.
Of course, but I'm taking it easy, you know. It's like.
All right.
No pressure.
No pressure indeed. What is the difference? Built on an entirely new engine with new AI support for Steam Deck and more features, world-bending path. Okay, that's the same thing but on a different engine. Cool. Okay, this was released in 2016. This was released in 2024. I would buy this one. I would buy this one, to be honest. Just get the new one. Just get the new one. But I don't know anything about these games, so the Soul has a bundle which makes it indefinitely worse. Yeah, that is crazy. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remake Faith in Despair in Godot and then sell it again. And I'm gonna say Faith in Despair, Patience Edition. What the fuck is it? What is it? It kind of looks like me, yeah, true. That is amazing. That is fucking amazing, dude. That is so good. That is so good. I'm gonna follow this dude and we try to, maybe we collab or whatever. It's hilarious, dude. Oh my god, we're gonna dress up the same and then we're gonna sing next to each other and you will not be able to tell the difference. Oh my fucking god. That is... Ludwig says, I hope it doesn't get crowded with VFX if there's too much going on. That is something that we are very aware of, I would say, and we will definitely have to keep that in check, right?
So I think VFX gets misinterpreted as this like things everywhere takes over the screen, but it's more about communication. Like the way I'm looking at this, if you notice, like I even suggested a UI solution for things because for me, my job is communication. I just need to make the, like when you're gaining a despair, feel like you actually did the bad thing. And when you're gaining faith, it feels like you did a good thing.
Oh my god, that is so weird when you hear an AI generated voice and it has these weird human pauses and ahs. It is so weird. Like it is almost making you, I don't know, gives you goosebumps or whatever because it's so, it almost sounds alien. Yeah, that's so weird. That's what I always tell people, just dedicate 1 hour every day, not these long spurs every 10 days. Exactly. No, one hour a day is... it just, there's this compounding effect where if you spend 1 hour every day, first of all, you make it a habit, and habits are really powerful. And the second one is that you see progress, steady progress. Like at the end of the week, you have invested 7 hours, 7 focused hours. And then you usually see huge results. Like, it is, and that, keeps the ball rolling. You keep getting motivated by the progress you're building. And then you're stacking things up more and more and more, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm actually building something here. You're standing at the top of the mountain at some point and you're like, oh my god, this was all just 1 hour per day? That's crazy. I never understood how people could play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like the numbers are so inflated. Well, let's do about 1,000 damage. I'm like, what? Why? Why would you... Just divide by 1,000 and you're fine. He will show everybody this chapter and then tell everybody, yeah, I'm writing a book. But then it's not... like his motivation is deflated because all of the excitement was wasted on everybody telling him that he is going to write a book and he already wrote his first chapter. What you need to do is you need to work in quiet. You just need to work for yourself, not to get external validation. That is usually how you get over that. But also finishing stuff. Finishing is very important to learn. So that is why I always encourage people to finish what they start. Even But welcome back to another episode of Faith in Despair. Today we're gonna take a look at one small issue that I think could have a vast amount of a chain reaction or some kind of a rabbit hole, as we like to say. Hello Nixonale, hello 8, hello Renapunk. What did you just see? I think you saw my Chinese long lost brother. I think that was what has happened. You know what's funny? Yesterday I haven't talked about this to my mother before. Yesterday my mother called me and we talked a little bit about Chinese and stuff like that. And then I said, you know what? I actually saw this video of a guy that looked just like me, and I sent it to her, and she was like, this is absolutely crazy. And then she said, maybe this is very personal now, but the father of my grandfather was never known, and there is a chance, that people from the US or whatever were in, during the Second World War or whatever. So there is a chance that we are related. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, it is kind of crazy that my grandfather never knew who his father was. It is a very interesting story, definitely. He keeps doing no voice intro. Yeah, it's just for you. Hi, how's your Friday? Are you looking forward to the weekend? How is your Friday, Nixonale, Renapunk 8? And how are you actually looking forward to the weekend? That is a good question. I know who heard you. Who did you hear that from? I'm very excited because this is a thing that I've been wanting to fix for quite a while. There's also yesterday I was just walking around in the park, in the Belvedere Park right across where we live, and there were two people. They were two Asian women, and one of the women lost a ticket or whatever. I think to the park or something like that. And so they were running after the ticket, trying to catch it through the wind. And then they did catch it. And once they went past me, I recognized that they were speaking Chinese because one of them said, "I'm gonna put the ticket back into my bag, bow," and then the other one said "Dui," which means yes or correct or whatever, and then it just said "Fei Cheng Hao," because that means very good, because she caught it, right? And then they turned around, and it was so funny because they just started laughing, and then she just said "Xie. That was it. That was a really fun interaction. And yeah, there is a chance. Wait a minute, what is that? That is the that is the clip with the long lost brother. Yeah. That is that is really, really insane. I still, I did reach out to the guy, and we had a call after this, and we still might collaborate. The cool thing about it is that he actually has Chinese instrument at home, which I'm really excited to collab together. That's not you. No, unfortunately, that's not me. I know it is. You could be mistaken, but yeah. Once again, I would like to show you guys this because I think it's very, very beautiful. Please wish it this and show the guys some support. I was thinking about having him on the stream at some point, so maybe, I don't know, we will see. And yeah, that's it so far. We also have a new podcast episode out. It is linked in the pinned comment, so you can click on that if you want. This is it. And it is I don't know why it is so difficult to get it on Spotify. It shouldn't be. There are various ways to do it. You can actually upload it yourself in the, what is it called? Creators, Spotify creators or something like that. You can upload it yourself, but I've chosen to upload it through Podbean or Libsyn. And I don't know what's happening there. It is available on Apple, it is available on Amazon Music, but Spotify seems to be a bit shy in that regard. Spotify is like, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because there's a band called Feature Complete. But honestly, I think we're better than this little boy band, right? Does that mean if I start learning Chinese, I will turn into a bald gingerbread too? Yes. Mine's okay. A friend bought laptop, motherboard, yes. You know what's funny about this? Where did I see that? Where did I see that? Oh yeah, it was on his Instagram. I saw a comment that said, I showed this clip to my Chinese husband and he said, white people must be bored. I thought it was hilarious. Mine's okay. A friend bought laptop motherboard yesterday. Final cost ended up being around 750 euros. All right. The specs are, etc., etc. It remain at hands of my friend for a period of time as he figures out some of the quirks. Well, that sounds good, I guess. Spotify takes ages to process uploads. It sends 1,000 notifications whenever your payment processing fails. Yeah. I don't know what is happening there. But I did have to switch to Podbean anyway because Libsyn was. The backend of Libsyn was crazy complicated and not in a good way. It was just, I don't know, there were no links to the external partners. There was, I don't know, and there was also an upload limit of like 160 megabytes per month. And I'm like, how do you expect people to upload like 4 kilobytes per second MP3s? What is happening? But yeah, I managed to switch to Podbean now, and we will see. I might have to contact support. Notably, needs new chassis, a button to power it on and off, and a power supply. All right. I'm having a nasty headache. Probably has something to do with messy, rainy weather and poor sleep. Probably, yes. Poor sleep is not good for you, unfortunately. I personally always look forward to having at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Anything more is not good for me, and anything less is also not good for me. 7 to 8 hours is the sweet spot for me. But yeah, today is I actually wanted, so I was actually planning to do an IRL stream today because I have new equipment that I wanted to test out, but it is I don't know, it is if you remember my previous iOS stream setup, it is extremely complicated. Some might say, you're complicating it for no reason, but if you want to have multiple connection, if you want to have bonding, then there are multiple things that you have to account for, and then it's like, yeah, do I just do it myself, or do I pay somebody to do it? And yeah. So ultimately I was like, you know what? I will not do it today. But here's the problem. I probably cannot stream cannot do IRL streams in the next 2 weeks because it seems like we are in for another heat wave. I don't know. It says 43 degrees Celsius on August 3rd. We might actually die around here. So I don't know. Maybe today, or maybe Monday doesn't look that bad. But maybe my live stream career is on hold for now for the next 2 weeks. I don't know. We will see. I will not go out on this day. Like, if it really has 43 degrees Celsius, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, and do not look forward to it. On the medium rare. On the other hand, these forecasts are, far in the future, so it's likely not to come true. But I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Poor sleep is bad. That's why my sleep is in debt. Better to be in debt than to be poor. So okay, so you took out a loan for your sleep. That is an ingenious way to solve this aid, because I don't know, at some point you will die anyways, right? And then I don't know, somebody else can take care of that debt. My cat loves to wake me up at 5 a.m. Yeah, that's unfortunately that's true for cats. Yeah, I recently read this. Cats will always be here when you're stressed to calm you down, but when you calm, they will be here to stress you out. You usually go to sleep at 11 p.m. Yeah. You gotta pay royalties later down the line, though. It is what it is. Are you living in McKinney? No, what is that? Kids, remember, if heat is above 35 degrees, fans just cook you quicker. Did you guys see that? Fan of you with fan ads. I don't know if this is oh there. China is mocking Europe after an intense heat wave with giant fan ads. I thought it was so hilarious. Because, you know, a lot of the Paris, for example, or a lot of the countries, they still don't have AC. I actually thought it was hilarious. So yeah, do not rely on fans. People in Europe need to wake up. They need to be like, oh, wait a minute, there are other things that you can do against the heat. What is it? I don't know. We're gonna cook Philip really quickly. Yeah, let me check it out. What is that?
Everyone in McKinney is dead.
McKinney is dead.
Right now in McKinney, 101,105. It's hot in McKinney.
It's hot in McKinney.
Jesse Hawila, I thought he was on paternity leave. He's sabotaging me again. 105 in Corsicana. The heat index in Meridian is 110. So
It is hilarious. It's
Meridian is he's sabotaging. McKinney's dead. 100 in Terrell. Right now,
I want to watch it again.
Your heat index is 107. Everyone in McKinney is dead.
It's because it says 101,000. I love that. That is really cool. But yeah, we will see. 43 degrees is not 100,000, but you know. If your cats wake you up early, please play with them before bed. Tire them out. Make sure there's no unspent energy. You will be happy and you will have a good sleep. Renderpunk, I wish that was true. I think what happened for us was we tried that. We tried to play with them a lot to spend all of the unspent energy. You know what happened? They got used to playing a lot and they demanded to be played with a lot more. So it actually got worse. I mean, happy for them, right? It's good for them. If it ain't no good time for that, no, exactly. We gotta do some other things every now and then. Okay, shall we look at? I don't know who sent me this article last time. I don't know. Was it you, 8? What if the key to success is survival? I don't know who sent this to me. It might be 8. It might have been somebody else. It was you. Okay. I think I quickly want to take a look at that. The issue is that usually in the evening she's just lying down in my room on my couch. She's just dressed and then she rests at night and wakes me up at 5 a.m. We tried very similar things where we were like, you know what? We had very specific rituals and now we sleep. And we even tried, not reacting to when they are loud or whatever during the night. It's just, as soon as you start playing more often with them, they also demand being played with more often. So I think cats are just active in the night. They just have to have this 1 hour in the night where they, run around and destroy everything, and then, let all of the energy out. That because they are usually in nature active at night, isn't it? Isn't that true? But yeah, I quickly wanted to take a look at this because basically what this article is saying is if you want to be successful in game development, you just need to find a way to release a lot of games and survive for a long time. That is basically what this is saying. He's also saying, how a lot of the 80-20 rule, where a lot of the income comes from like 5% of the game on Steam. That is also true for your own projects. I think so. The more projects you make, there will be one outlier eventually. I think this is basically what it comes down to. And what most people quit was also a very true statement. Unfortunately, most people quit after the first release game. And so the longer you spend, or the longer you spend in game dev and making actual and finishing games, releasing games, the higher the success rate is going to be. Or at least the lower the chances of you actually quitting game dev is going to be, which I thought is quite interesting. For me personally, I think this is true. That is why I always say you need to finish your games as quickly as possible, especially if it's your first few games. I don't know, just work on a game for 1 week, then work on a game for 1 month, then maybe half a year, and then maybe 1 year, and then, increase those years eventually. It says more releases high cumulative odds of a breakthrough hit. Yes, you see that in, for example, he gave some examples here at the bottom. Yeah, sock pop games with Stacklands eventually got a breakthrough. Bite Me games, I mean, yeah, I guess they got the Windows game or whatever. I don't know. There are a lot of examples where you just stick to it. There are some examples here as well. Asymmetric betting, ship multiple small games before committing to a large one. Yes, I think this is true. Like a lot of people say, make small games and stuff like that. You hear it every time, but it is unfortunately true. At least the first game should be relatively small and relatively easy to ship, because then you have one game shipped on Steam and then you learn from it, and then you can sit down and be like, okay, how can I improve on the next game? Market research, I think, is also really important. I think the more you know about your audience, you should have a target audience, by the way, if you really want to stay in the game, I think, because that also makes it more exciting. Imagine making a game where you know the audience already exists. I think this is a really, really exciting thing, and that is why you can go into genres. Maximize algorithm attraction, invest in marketing festivals. Festivals is a huge thing, yes. Focusing too much on wishlist building, you might be derailing yourself a little bit. Some people are, almost cherishing or praising and putting wishlists on a pedestal almost more than sales. You gotta be a bit careful here, I think. Validation before full commitment, yes. A lot of really successful game devs, they just release a prototype or a kind of a game jam of an idea that they have, and then they see they take a look at the numbers, and if the numbers are good, they will invest more time in it. That is, for example, the people who make Domekeeper, they are doing that as well. Multi-game catalog and brand, yes. I don't think it is necessary to stay in the same genre, by the way, but staying in the same genre might actually be what helps you get to success more quickly. Jack Neck. When I retire, I would love to spend my spare time working as a full-time cat behavior psychologist. I would go and fix households so cats feel uneasy and misunderstood. That is an interesting one. That is a very deep topic, because I personally believe that maybe we shouldn't have pets. Yeah, I don't know. On the one hand, you can be like, if I don't take this cat home with me, it would have died in the shelter, or died very much sooner. I don't know. It's a very difficult topic. We talked about Stacklands, Stockpop, and looking after yourself is of course very true. I think what ultimately helps me personally is finding a hobby that has nothing to do with game dev at all. Even if it's just going to the gym regularly, even if it's just, reading fantasy books or something like that. Please don't think that doom scrolling or scrolling on social media is looking after yourself or having a good time or, decompressing. I think this is completely wrong. You should not do that. Being on social media is not a hobby. It is actually working against you. So you need to actively do something where you're using your brain and, maybe something where you actually need a teacher. That is always a really good idea. Maybe try to learn piano, maybe try to learn how to fly a plane. A friend of mine did that, and I think this is really cool. And the McNamara fallacy, also very interesting. Basically, during the Vietnam War, they were looking at, data, and the only data that they were looking at were enemy body counts, ignoring every qualitative factor that could not be easily quantified. And so first you measure what is easy to measure, then you disregard what cannot be measured, and then you assume the unmeasurable is unimportant. And finally you conclude that what cannot be measured simply does not exist. So after you see all of this one data point, the outcome would be, well, this is suicide. So I think this is really interesting. You gotta, and the point here is, if you can generously cherish a hardware review or a player's reaction during a playtest, you will find the real stamina you need to stay in the game. This is really, really important. Something that I always have to remind myself, like almost every day, there is positive feedback, and you gotta focus on the good instead of focusing your entire day and nights on the bad outcomes or on the bad reviews. I think that is mostly it. Yeah, TLDR, survive. Just stay in the game. Just keep making things. If you really believe in it, if you have the fire in yourself, if you feel it, if you always have this constant nagging in the back of your mind, absolutely keep at it. You will find a way. Always believe in yourself. All right. Hello, Technic. I will make my own genre and audience, and I will definitely not fail. That sounds really good, Technic. What is it gonna be? Do you have an idea? And girls, obviously. Hello, guys and girls. Okay, that's what it was. You don't have pets, my guy. Pets have you. You are the servant, and they own you. Yeah, that is true. I mean, when you live with pets, everything is a compromise. Everything is. They are living beings and they have needs that you need to take care of. But I personally think, and I'm not saying anything against people who have pets, right? But I personally think that pets in a lot of households do not get the care or attention that they should get. I don't know. So what Renderpunk said is, I think, very true. A lot of pets are misunderstood and. I don't know. It is a very big topic, I think. Looking after yourself, I disagree. I think you should always look forward and not be stuck in the past. That is a good point, Technic. Look beyond yourself, discover horrors beyond your comprehension. Day 4, sober from mindless scrolling, became incredibly boring. Here's what I don't understand. Why do people take the phones into the toilet? Into the bathroom. I don't understand. This is completely beyond me. I really have no sympathy for people doing that. It is absolutely disgusting. Let your devices stay out of the room. Read air freshener description easy. Okay. Couldn't objectives survive? Yes. Some people even take the phones into a shower. I mean, okay. Why? You know what I started doing? Whenever I go to the gym, I started leaving my mobile phone in the cupboard or whatever. What is it called? I have no idea. And then you just focus on your workout, and then you just daydream a little bit. It is so good. So yeah, you should also daydream while pooping. That is what I'm saying. Do you want some Kartoffelsalat? I have 2 kilos Kartoffelsalat for lunch. No, thank you. What else would you do while sitting on the toilet? I have no idea. Do you really need to be distracted? This is what I never understood. Like my father would always take the Game Boy to the bathroom, and then he would sit there for like 30 minutes. I'm like, do you really need to do that? It is actually not good for your legs to do that, to sit on the throne for that long. You'd be surprised how often I get called while I'm taking a dump. Like I'm just doing a business, and then there's ringing in the phone. I'm getting all stressed. Later call back and get screened for not picking up. Okay, I mean, all right, that is holy crap. there's a lot going on in this paragraph, dude. First of all, I mean, every human should have the right to not be holy crap indeed. Every human should have the right to not be available like at least a few times a day, right? And if you're getting yelled at for not picking up immediately, I mean, what the hell? I actually remember when I had civilian services, which is basically me, you know, the mandatory year that you have to do in Austria. Instead of going to the military, you can also partake in civilian actions. And I was in a rehabilitation center, so I always had a phone in my pocket, right? And at some point I was also in the toilet, and I was like, why is the phone ringing? No, I'm not picking that up. And I was talking to my colleagues who were, you know, doing the same thing, and they were like, yeah, when somebody calls me in the toilet, I just pick up, and then I make sure that all of the noises in the toilet are as loud as possible to really let them know that, yes, I'm in the toilet right now. What do you want? That is what they did. I just didn't pick up. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not available right now. Do you want some of the 2 kilo? Hello, Tarek. How is it going? What are you burning down, Tarek? Why do you have a torch in your hand? But yes, so. But speaking of torch, speaking of fire, Tarek, apparently we're going to have 43 degrees on August the 3rd. So I don't know what it's looking in Germany, but that is kind of concerning. I don't know if this forecast is true, but I don't know. We are looking at another apocalypse, and I can't wait. Oh, society, you're burning down society again? Didn't you do it last week? Phone rings, you pick up the phone and take the loudest shit in your life. 4 or 5 bits going out and speaking a fountain, yes. And then you're like, hello, yes. So, yeah, I'm currently on the toilet. What do you need? Dude, I was working for somebody during my apprenticeship, and he would always take the calls while sitting on the toilet. And I'm like, why are you picking up? We all know where you are right now. Just don't pick up when you're on the toilet. It is really not good. Just don't do it. Again, don't even take your phone into the bathroom. Just don't do it. There's no need for that. At bonus, I always had my phone in the pocket, otherwise I would have died of boredom. I'm kind of a weird artist the next week, and then it gets hot. I'm still gonna die there. Yeah, it's crazy. 43 degrees. I don't think this is what we will get, honestly. I think the forecast is definitely wrong. I don't know, maybe they're using AI to make a forecast, but it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like those days will be quite comfortable at all. But hey, we have a bit of an AC now in the apartment, so we will likely survive. My love goes out to everybody who doesn't, who just has a fan, you know, like the Chinese made fun of. Okay. Blame it on AI. I would do so too. Yes, exactly. Everything is AI's fault. Okay, we're going to take a look at our first problem today, which is healed on enemy attack, void poison heal. So this is apparently causing a long wait time. Now, I'm not sure if I fixed this with the last patch where we took a look at, you know, a lot of cards were on the table, and maybe that we fixed something like that by accident. But we will just restore that. We will make a test case, and then we will see if it still is the case. That is what we're gonna do. Wendy recently asked me if I want AI forecast of the traditional weather model as default. Pretty nice that they asked. It is, I'm really wondering if a lot of weather forecast institutes are using AI nowadays or have switched completely to AI, or whether they whether they are doing like a combined sort of thing. I really would like to know if, for example, this page over here, is all of this data still, like, I'm sure they have some kind of method or a lot of calculations and functions already running all of these numbers, right? They surely have a model already, but do you think they have switched to AI now, or at least parts of it? I'm actually really curious, because especially this one over here, I don't know where they get the data from. I'm sure they have shown it somewhere, but I feel like this is always a little bit too high, especially when it gets super hot. Super hot mentioned. For example, when we had, I don't know, 39 degrees or 40 degrees, I think it actually said 41 degrees in the forecast, but it was actually 40. So I think it is actually, I know you cannot really predict the future, and like being 1 degree off is not that bad. But I feel like this forecast in particular, the ORF one, is always a little bit like 1 to 2 degrees too high. Whereas if you look on the Google forecast, I think this is more accurate, weirdly enough. So yeah, I don't know if this switched recently or if it was always like this. Super hot mention indeed. AI is at fault for faulty forecast, and in part is also at fault for all of the evil heat. You can argue for that, yeah. I think we talked about this in the last stream. How much of an impact AI really has on the environment. The question is how you define AI here. I don't think they use an LLM. Yeah, you're right, LLM, absolutely. But pretty sure they use neural networks for that stuff for a long time. Yeah, it might have been in use for a long time anyways. At least some kind of LLM. I don't know. It seems like for data it would be quite interesting to have. I mean, for weather forecasts. But yeah. So wait a minute. You can Windy. On windy.com you can switch to an AI forecast. Which would be a standard. Oh, I just got the same. I just got the same question. That is hilarious. So you want the classic forecast or you want the AI supported forecast? Combines more data, weather data with real-time radar and satellite. Like how are they supposed to make those predictions? Well, they do run simulation. Yeah, no, that is what I'm saying. But do they also use like more modern LLMs? That is my question. And does it actually help them or not? I'm gonna try the empfohlen. I'm gonna try the AI supported one. Meteor Blue AI. That is interesting. So what is it saying about August? Oh god, this is no, I need to be a premium dude. Okay. To get to August. Wait, what? It says Sunday 26th and then it says Thursday the 12th. Huh? Well, what is going on here? I don't think 12 is after 28, but correct me if I'm wrong. What is going on here? Is it already wrong? Is Meteor Blue AI already producing crap? Okay, this is very confusing. Okay, but you have to be a rich person to see the rest. All right. I mean, at the moment, everything, we do have 21 degrees right now. It is so good outside, which is also why I kind of wanted to do an iOS stream today, but you know, didn't work out. Was my weather forecast AI generated? Click here to find out. Click here to find out. Subscribe to Premium to find out. Oh my god. Anyway, let's take a look. We want a board where Oh, I really like the new loading screen. It's so cool. We want to have a board where we have one card. Yes. Continue. Oh my god. Start. Let's go to the first fight. And over here we have healed on enemy attack. Void, poison, heal. Okay, I'm going to put this guy here. I think we can just do it with Anubis, let's be honest. Save that. And then we are going to say attack. What was the healed on enemy attack? So on heal, on enemy attack. I don't know, it might be related to on attack, but we will see. And then we have 3 more. Void, poison, heal. So this one, then we have void. Inflict poison, I think, yes. As well as heal. Wanna see my new keyword? Yes, absolutely. Share it. My plans for my weekend are I want to go to the gym with my wife, and that's it. Oh, I actually want to figure out the IRL stream thingy on the weekend so that I can do it in the future without a problem. And then I also want to work a little bit on the other game. Check your Discord DMs. That is my plan. I don't have any other plans, to be honest. Discord DMs have been opened. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is pretty cool. Let's watch it again. Damn. That is pretty nice. That is very nice. I think my keyboard doesn't. No, I don't have any LEDs. It's just a boring ass curved keyboard. It is bent, so you mean, you know, it's broken because it was hot in the room a few weeks ago. Nice colors. Love the yellow one here, yes. Where's the numpad? Where's the numpad, Nixinali? Nobody needs numpad. Did you know you can play Faith in Despair with a numpad? Where's the time mark? Oh my god. It is pretty nice indeed, though I'm still having a bit of a hard time adjusting to the lack of numpad. See? See? He still needs to, yeah, I did have that was a while ago. Holy crap. That was a blast from the past. A literal blast. It blasted my brain away. See, even he needs to adjust to the lack of a numpad. No, numpad is really cool. I love the numpad. Where did I see this? Somebody mentioned that we could have the numpad to the left of the keyboard. I don't know if I agree or not. I think it needs to be on the right. I've never used the numpad, so useless. Dude, I use it every day. When I want to enter a number, for example here, look at that. Look how quick that is. I can just say 10 by 20 and that's it. That is so good. This is so fast. 50.9 this. For entering numbers, this is so quick. It's actually like, I really like the numpad. It's so useless. Oh my god. I use numpad all the time to input numbers and control PNG line. Dude, for Blender! Blender is like pure numpad. Dude, for Blender it's absolutely necessary. It's like the Blender pad. Numpad is circumstance keyword, exactly. I wish it was a separate keyword that is just numpad. Yeah, there are separate freestanding numpad extensions. To be frank, to the left or as a separate thing would be okay. My own keyword had a numpad and it just got in the way when moving the mouse. I had to have my keyword way too far to the left. It's how is it faster than just pressing numbers I already got in my hand? It is so much faster to do it on the numpad. You cannot argue against it. You cannot argue that pressing the numbers up here is faster than just pressing them here. It is called numpad because it is faster to type in numbers. Jack is losing his mind. But yeah, Blender, dude, once you learn Blender, numpad is an absolute must-have. I mean, this one is pretty nice. Then you can even have it on the left if you want, if you're crazy. Probably get this. So okay. How do we get Technic to love numpads? There you go. Do you like them now? Do you like them now, Technic? Okay. Oh my god. I'm thinking about getting this keyword for gaming. Okay, let's take a look. Clipper Pro Mini 60 Gaming Tastatur mit Hall-Effekt. Hall-Effekt? Wait a minute. Does it sound like you're in a stadium whenever you click? It's like. Does it sound like you're sitting in the church playing Counter-Strike? Why is that a thing? That is that is indeed. I mean, I do have some. This is my mouse. It's ergonomic and it just uses the thumb on this one. Dude, this is so good, by the way. Technic said I couldn't move my mouse with the numpad. Well, moving a mouse is so outdated. You don't have to move your mouse. Just use your thumb. I don't know what the issue is. But yeah, that is I think you can actually call people with this mouse. You can call your agent and be like, "Get me out of here." My keyword is actually out. I missed the old Microsoft Sidewinder keyword where you could move numpad between two sides of keyboard. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I do remember that keyword though. To use the numpad with a left or right hand. Left-handed. Oh, you are left-handed and I already got my left hand on the top row numbers. That's so much faster. It's so funny. I am right-handed. No, actually, you know what? I don't know what hand I am. Because this is a really funny story. I think I was actually left-handed, but then in kindergarten they forced me to be right-handed. So there's because it was just the normal way. I hate that people did that to me. So in a way, I'm probably still left-handed, and that probably explains why sometimes I can do things with the left hand just fine. Which is a bit weird. Because that seems to that makes it obvious to me that maybe I am left-handed, but I'm actually using my right hand as the main hand, which is wrong because my left hand can do it just fine, or could do it just fine. That was a thing when I was in kindergarten, yeah. A Hall effect keyboard is a type of mechanical keyboard that uses magnets and digital sensors rather than traditional physical metal contacts to register a key press. Oh, so it's one of those things where digital has won and physical. I'm just kidding about it. This is about physical games, no longer being produced by PlayStation. Mouse with trackpad, yes. You have a trackball. You have not seen it before, dude. I needed to have this when I had the inflammation on both my hands. Which it was when I started to have, an ergonomic keyboard and a trackball mouse. And this is so good. You can't just move your mouse like this. You don't need to move the entire mouse anymore. Do you know how much space this saves? And you can use this mouse, just have it in your lap and do like this. This is so good. And it takes like a week to adjust, and then you can do everything. It's great for work, indeed. Also, I can tap the top row ones with both hands. I can only be faster than the stupid numpad. No, numpad is still faster. How do you input 51,69? I can do it with one hand. Easy. I can sip a glass of water while inputting there with my right hand. Can you do that? I don't think so. It's an AI keyword, exactly, digital AI keyword. Wow. Let me sidetrack you more. Have you seen the teaser for Avatar 7 Havens? No, I did not. Good Havens. I love how the stick call it mechanical event to replace to make a part of it. That's a bit of a misnomer, yeah. That's a bit false advertising, I would say. Hello, Fanny Slam! How is it going? Great for working people who live in a mess. Or just people who, need it for health reasons. Because the hands are screwed. You can do it with one hand, chat, yes. Fanny Slam came in just in the right moment. He can do it with one, yeah. So why are you not using a Dvorak keyboard if that would be so much faster for typing? It is not. No, Dvorak is bullshit. Okay, let's take a look here. I love how worked up Technic is over this. He's like, oh my god. Don't you see? You're all fools. Is logged false. It was just something like 12, I don't know. Stupid dummy all fools instead. Technic, you need to sort it out. You need to learn about radical acceptance. Why are we talking about products all of a sudden? Oh, okay. No, we're talking about I don't know. I think I have one friend who switched to Dvorak keyboard layout, and he said, "Yeah, it's great for coding." Okay. I can also code really quickly. The problem is, here's the problem with switching to Dvorak. If you then go to type on a laptop, it will not have that keyboard layout. You're screwed. Or if you want to type on a friend's keyboard or whatever, you will have to write on QWERTY or QWERTZ at some point again. Sure. But English is great for coding. I would never go back to German layout. That is what I heard too, yes. Mainly because of the brackets. Okay, so Checkneck is using English layout and no numpad. Tor ist war schon verkehrt. Alright. No, I use I use numpad every day for numbers and also for Blender. For Blender, it's almost a must-have. I don't think you can do Blender without the numpad. It's crazy. Maybe you could have done it without numpad, but I think it was an obvious choice for that. And flat keys. And flat keys. Sure, I also have flat keys. See how flat they are? You can barely see them. Wow. The numpad also has flat keys. I'm just trying you up, Technic. You can live without your numpad. It's fine. So let's see. What happens when I do this? They might need more HP, but we'll see. There should be a longer pause here now. Yeah, there it is. Did you see that? There was a long pause here. Let's see that again. Very interesting. I want to take a deep look into this. Hello, Coding Cree. Coding Cree, I have a question for you. Good morning. Do you love your numpad or do you absolutely hate your numpad? I always love the radar menus of Maya. Oh. Wait a minute, doesn't Renderpunk. Doesn't Blender also have radar menus? I think they do. It actually has keyboard emulation, but it just requires some extra shortcuts, making it unnecessarily complicated, as if Blender isn't complicated enough. What numpad? There we go. Coding Cree at one day he just took a pair of scissors and he's like he just completely got rid of that. I don't know Blender well enough, but not like Maya, I think. Okay, Blender Punk, yes. What is that keyword? Blender Punk. Let's take a look. Oh, that looks really cool. Wait a minute. Wait, this one, right? Alright. Now we were just talking about how numpad is actually really cool for inputting numbers and, you know, working in Blender. I don't know. Even just for dividing stuff, or sometimes I'm coding and I'm like, I need to do 17 times 9 or whatever, right? Even then it's I don't know, I use it a lot. I really like my numpad. And Nupi and Nafi AR75, what is that? Oh, that is another keyword, okay. I was like, what is that? What are you doing? Wow. Wow. You guys have the craziest sick keyboards. Office, gaming, keycaps. Oh my god. What was that, a Game Boy keypad? That is so cute. Wow. Can they... Wait a minute. Do they have a Nintendo license? What is going on here? Can you just say that in your description? Can you just put Game Boy in there? Especially good for filling out spreadsheets. Dude, yeah, absolutely. You just reminded me every time I have to do my taxes in a spreadsheet, that is numpad time. But yeah, that's true. Fanny Slam also uses numpad all the time, see? What are you using it for, Fanny Slam? Inputting numbers and numbers infinitely faster and using top navigation. Technic is not gonna like that, Nixon. He's like, you cannot be faster than me. No, I'm fast. Demas, I don't mind the numpad itself, but it forces my arm angle to be too wide and kind of on the side. Yeah, I think this is also Technic's problem. But for spreadsheets, dude, I love it. Maybe it's because my first level was pretty small and didn't have a numpad. I never used it. That might be true, Technic. Yeah. I think it's definitely a preference kind of thing, or whatever you're used to. I mean, whenever I'm working on a laptop, I also have a numpad, and I, can work with it just fine. It's not like I'm actively missing it then. My mom worked for a bank when I was little. I grew up using a calculator, and it got easy to transfer that setup and used my first computer. Yeah, my mom was also a bookkeeper, and she used that numpad the entire day. It was, it was just, she had a calculator where she input numbers all day, and she also used the numpad all day. Maybe for me, it's like also kind of a nostalgic thing, because maybe it reminds me of my mom. I don't know. I guess you could get a standard number and use it on the left side. Probably. The techniques in this is incredible. You can code and rubber duck at the same time. This is hilarious. They actually solved it. Once you see a coder with this keyword, you know that they're gonna be able to resolve all of the problems themselves, because they can talk to, I don't know, 60 ducks at the same time. It's almost like having 60 LLM agents. You can, it doesn't mean it's faster though. I use it 20 times I do math, and most time I'm just inserting numbers. Great for spreadsheets indeed, yes. My mom was so fast with numpad. Dude, yeah. I mean, my mom was, I guess, similar in that regard in terms of her occupation. It was crazy when she, whenever it was at the end of the month and she had to, send out all of the invoices and make sure that all of the money goes out to the employees and stuff like that. Dude, her right hand on the numpad, it was almost catching fire. It was great. That is the perfect keyboard to play Quark. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you're just old. Young people like me grew up with the phones that don't have numpads. Why are you still using a keyboard, Checkneck? That is so outdated. Just go to your touch screens. I've been having filling spreadsheets when I was working at local college for whenever paperwork was needed to be digitized. Wow. And I've typed much faster than anyone there who actually had to do PC work. Cool. That's very cool. Yeah, nice. We are just joking around, Checkneck. All right, but yeah, this is really cool. I liked it. What other keycaps do they have? Any other keycap sets? Sets? Crystal. Wow. Man. Nice. Oh, we just had an air break. God damn it. Okay, let's take a look at the long pause. Where do we look first? I think it's enemy attacks, if I'm right. Funny enough, my typing is apparently not even all that impressive. Pulling out 60 words per minute apparently. Okay, what is everybody's word per minute range? I'm actually kind of curious. Is there an online test that we can do? Free typing test. Check your WPM. Is this a 1 minute test? Okay. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if this. I'm fast with a lot of fat finger. Okay, let's do it. Start test. Okay, this does 91 words per minute. Nice. Let's see. The United States has won 246 Olympic gold. Wait a minute, huh? How do I get to the next one?
Are you sure this is the right way?
Oh, gold medals in the entire Olympics. Why do I need to press enter? History. Michael Phelps happens to have earned gold medals. Oh my god. This is equal to about 10% of all the gold medals. Ah. Despite, oh my god, their tiny size, the punch of a mantis shrimp, what? Has the force of a bullet and can create shock waves. I was gonna type this. I can just press space. Okay. I'm gonna try it again. Just type space like you know it. Okay. That's the one I've used. Cool, let's try it again. And what's with that people that type the stuff in court? Oh, I think that's stenography, right? Okay, let's try it again. I can do it. Since 1985, the price of Costco's hot dog combo has stayed the same at, oh my god, 150. The founder was very adamant that the price must never change, really. Luckily for him, the whole company respected that decision. You can divide a pie into 8 equal pieces using just 3 cuts. First, make a cut in the middle, then a vertical cut, and then you stack 4 slices and make a cut in the middle of that. The fact opossums sleep. Oh fuck. $83. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. I'm kind of happy with that. For somebody who doesn't use the 10 finger system, I think this is alright. I can sleep soundly now. Am I your first Olympic shrimp? I think that's the name. It's like its own language. Yes, I think so. I think it's a combination of press keys that produces every character. Yes, stenography is... I have no idea how it works. Did you guys also do a test? Let me know. Okay, enemy attacks. Enemy attack should be here. Let's see where it hangs. Debug log. Enemy attack. Then we can say log enemy attack ended. Maybe we already see where it hangs. I'm really curious. You might be a bit faster than that because you're reading and writing. I imagine if you'd be writing from your mind, it would be faster. Maybe. I do have a problem with what was the word? Sometimes I have a little bit of a hiccup. But dude, it reminds me of the typing. So I was in a vocational school once, and you know, at this point I've been on the internet for quite a while, so you know, I was able to type without the standard 10 finger system. But in this classroom, I was kinda not really forced to use the 10 finger system, but I was among the people who we had just the 10 finger system writing teaching or whatever. So we were taught to use it by having to write these really long texts that did not make any sense. It was actually kind of like brainwashing. You were just sitting here being like das, and then like nonsensical words or just ooh or something like that, and you know, sometimes the text didn't make any sense. The words were completely weird and wrong, and then the entire classroom was sitting there typing weird stuff into their keyboards. It was a little weird. But yeah, I never switched to an official 10 finger system. I don't know what. Yeah. Opossum. Opossum, yeah, I think that was it where I was kind of stuck on. Okay, let's take a look at where it hangs. Oh, wait a minute. It hangs after heal on Anubis. That is interesting. So it actually goes after the enemy attack. It has ended. Let's dig further. This is a detective. We are on a path now. I need some splicing gear. I want to splice some ropes again. What does it mean? What does it mean? Check attack triggers. Okay, so it is probably in here. Debug log. Checking attack triggers. Ended. But we're also gonna get into here. It is probably on enemy attack, right? Yeah, so it's probably here. Let's try it out. Debug log. On enemy attack. Ends. Ended. It records with triggers. Debug log. Triggering plus card.name. And we're also gonna say triggering ended. For this cards of trigger, huh? Oh, wait a minute, wait. This is not what I need to do this. Debug log. Found cards to trigger for trigger type to string. Then we have cards with trigger count. I don't know if I need this to string here, but it is what it is. Only did that like 2 times and already forgot everything. Oh, my typing speed is still 61 words per minute. That's really good. Long berry splice. Huh? What? That's a very simple one though. If you pull the rope through itself 2 times before pulling, it gets even tougher. But basically you can make loops in a rope without doing a knot. Oh. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Is it like, what is this for? Just making knots? Yes, but yeah, but why do you need that? Is it for climbing? Black magic? Yeah, what are you summoning? What are you summoning? I still have the Resident Evil trailer in my head from watching it yesterday. Making a hook without having a knot because it's stronger and sleeker than having a knot. Yeah, but what are you using it for? Like, what is your use case? Are you using it for climbing? Are you using it for hiking? Sailing. Ah. Got it. Arr. Okay, let's see where it hangs. Oh. Let's try it again. On Ella healed to full HP is where it got stuck. Is that true? Is that true? But it says 0. Wait. Triggering ended. Wait. Is this a... Huh? Trigger ended for Anubis. Heal. Where does it begin? Where does it begin? I guess you want to be able to open all the knots there anytime in case you get stuck or so. I have not seen. I have no idea. Haven't seen any climbing so far. Yeah, I don't know about any of these, so that's why I'm asking. What are you preparing for, Checkneck? What are you preparing for? Are you now you can sail, then you can climb, you can play badminton. What are you preparing for? Is there something that you know that we don't? Is there something coming? I'm just kidding. Open any one enemy attack. Ah, you know. Checking attack triggers on enemy attack. Okay. So this is on enemy attack, yes, and then on enemy attack ended. Triggering Anubis. Activate cards with triggers. Found cards to trigger for on enemy attack. This is here. Then we're going to trigger Anubis. So when does triggering end? Found cards to trigger for enemy debuff. What is going on here? Wait a minute. Add material triggered. Increase trigger per turn. On curse triggered. On blessing triggered. Techno is going to sail to Gavin's yard, climb aboard and steal gate boxes for all of us. Oh, I'm just curious. Person want to know all the things. Alright. Currently has 2 elephants, 2 tigers, 2 chickens in his bedroom. Still looking for an opossum. And 2 hedgehogs. I'm sure there are a bunch of other hobbies you don't know about yet. Have I told you I sometimes drive old timer rallies? No. That's crazy. Do you have a picture of that? I'm actually curious. Triggering Anubis. But why? Found cards to trigger on enemy debuff. Found cards to trigger inflict poison. Okay. 0, 0. Found cards on enemy heal. Heal on Anubis. Activating Anubis targeting Anubis by default. Found cards to trigger for enemy debuff. 0. Inflict poison. Okay. I don't think this list matters, to be honest, because it hangs at something completely unrelated. Let's try it again. Now it's now it was relatively fast actually. No, it is definitely on Ella healed to full HP. There is a bit of a pause here. Trigger any for noise. Okay. So what is happening between these two? What is happening between these two? Wait a minute. Is there oh, there is no a yield break? It doesn't. Shouldn't be a problem actually. Good morning, 早上好，他是个啥？你去了吗？你做什么？ Back home finally? Cool. Never mind. That's badass, like Lancia or something. I don't know. How's it Friday? Looking forward to the weekend. Marshy, I've done you a funny meme on Discord. Yes, for some reason, my Unity is in Chinese. I don't know why. It feels like weekend since I'm on summer vacation. Nice. I will check DMs now. Oh, he actually sent it. Wow, what the heck? Dude, this is amazing. That is actually amazing. What the fuck? That is really, really cool, dude. Technic, I have a... That is really, really cool. That is really nice. I have no words. We should all strive to be like Jack Neck. Drive old-time cars and not use numpad. Okay, what is that? Uplifting feminist action. What is that? Science fiction experiment classes of what? Please explain this to me. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Mercedes actually, but Lankas are pretty cool too. I haven't driven one yet. I'm your biggest fan now? Yeah, true. Oh, that just, yeah, I guess. I guess, yeah, I guess you're right. Not Yukado? I mean, yeah, I guess it was kind of obvious. I mean, maybe not, but... Okay, let's take a look at why it is hanging here. Found cast trigger after this is hangs. And it doesn't even... go back here. When did they change the language to her? On Wednesday. Xingqi-san. If it does not, okay, if it says found castle trigger, and I assume it is not. I assume it is not going here. Am I in card manager? No. Okay, check attack triggers. And it goes back to here. This has not ended yet. Because this is here. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, wait. No, on enemy attack has not been... It is inside of here. Okay. It is triggering of found cards for on Ella heal to full HP. And then... It does nothing. Why does it hang here? For practicing Chinese? Yes. I wanted to force myself to use Chinese. Hello, Civis Naga, why is your VS in Mandarin? Because, I don't know, it just started doing that. It was a glitch. And then I was like, maybe this, you know what, this is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm currently trying to figure out a bug here. This is where it hangs. I'm pretty sure it does, right? Let's take another look. Let's take another look. Yeah, it is definitely here. I mean, it is not a big issue, honestly. Which is why I disregarded it last time I looked into it. But I was like, maybe I can look into it once again with the new knowledge that I have from the recent bug fix. It is definitely weird that it hangs a little bit here. Yeah. Okay, let's try it one more time. And then we will stop it here. It does nothing else. Why does it hang here? Interesting. Found cards trigger for on LRT, nothing. It has actually 0 and it doesn't actually go here. It goes back. What? Wait a minute, but where does it come from? Activate cards with trigger. What is the... What was the previous one? Oh, this was heal because of Anubis. This was here. But this also shouldn't matter. Found cards to trigger on LR debuff. Found cards to trigger for on LR debuff. Activating card. So maybe there's something here. You return activate material actions. Wait, does it mean that... It might just be a delay here, honestly. Total activations. Active materials for card. Anubis target and Anubis by default. Void. Inflict poison and heal. And then it has a delay here, right? Save card trigger this turn. Card for target cards. Pause between Lakama. Yes, yes. Alright, let's try it out. Debug log. Wait for seconds delay. Debug log. Delaying for plus delay to string. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the delay that I've given it. That would be kind of weird. I don't see that. I think it is, I don't know, it must be some kind of stack or something like that. That takes a while to get through. I still think that Unity also should translate all of these messages, like the warnings and whatever. All of these are not localized, not even the loading. Slacking. Unity is slacking. The text to speech did not work apparently. Wait a minute. Was it maybe it cannot do that. Maybe Twitch cannot do fetching how. See, it's not working. Wait a minute, I need to translate this. Fetching her shipping. Love comes from the sun. What? Aha. Oh, that's where you are right now. Ah, cool. Fetching her. All right. I think let's try it again. Let's load. And then we're gonna see what is happening in the... Yeah, oh my god. There was a lot more going on now, so let's try it again. It is really hard to catch though. Okay, we have on Ayla heal to full HP. Delaying 4, delaying 4, delaying 4, delaying... Dude, what is it? Why is it delaying 5 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the issue. But where is it coming from? It is kind of a... 001. So the issue is that, I wish we had the full stack tree here. This is not enough, unfortunately. But yeah, these are the 5 delays, which is why it is hanging here. Okay, let's think about it. Activate materials. Activating materials for card. Targeting this by default. Okay, so what is the... Activate this for card. Anubis by default. Anubis by default. Anubis by default. Wait. This gets called 3 times. It's just hanging there menacingly. Yeah. This gets called 3 times. Is that right?
Xinelli says that text-to-speech might not be working.
It is kind of working. Wii U. Activating materials for card on was target and default is there 4 times. Okay, so total activation needs to be highlighted. Save to return. And then it has the... I feel like I'm stumbling upon something that is broken or something that is weirdly resolved. I'm not sure here. So the first time it has void, poison and heal. Yes. And it's doing it again. And the reason is, of course, this one. Take attack triggers. Activate cards with trigger. Yes, trigger. Add, trigger, activate this for target. And that just keeps happening. Because it is in the loop. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, I get it now. Because heal triggers itself. Okay. Heal says heal triggers itself, which means it is in fact a kind of a tree. How do we get... Okay. Okay. So what is happening here is I'm gonna write it out. we have on heal. So wait a minute. Heal on Anubis. And Anubis has on heal, which triggers a sub one, like a new sub iteration. Checks for triggers, Anubis, on heal, and then it casts heal again on Anubis. Inside of here, it checks again for triggers. And then it casts it again, Anubis. It casts it, I think, maybe 3 times. Might do it 4 times. 4 or 5 times. It does it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times, because you can do it 5 times, yes. So it will do that again. And it will do that again. And then you have 5 times until eventually all of them are resolved. And then you have these weird delays where this gets resolved, this gets resolved, this gets resolved, this gets resolved, and this gets resolved. And then you have 5 delays that are completely irrelevant. So maybe what we need to do, why does it do it 5 times exactly and then it overcharges? Exactly, yes. It can do it as long as it is within the overcharge limit, and you know, a card with 5 slots can be triggered 5 times per turn. So after 5 times it says, okay, it is overcharged, I cannot do it anymore. I mean, this is basically how this game works. This is good, but maybe we need to say, you know what, you are you are deep inside of a nested tree here. You don't need to have a delay anymore. Maybe that's what we can try to do. Understandable. Have a nice day. Love these breakthrough moments. I do too, yes. Language not available on T-test servers. It might work in Pinyin. It might work in Pinyin. So, what can we do? Check attack triggers. Activate cast with trigger. And then trigger activate materials to target. So wait a minute. Attach material insert trigger. Where is it actually activated? Trigger activate materials for target. Blah blah blah. Has material is cracked. Equals trigger. There it is. Okay, activate materials for target. In activate materials for target, we kind of need to this is where wait a minute. This is where it goes through all of the Lacma, yes. And I think we have heal here somewhere. Yeah, if it is here, and then it checks for on heal triggers. Trigger activated to the target. Okay. Which means we could give it a depth to it. Because then we can let it know, wait a minute, you are already in a whatever. Then you can skip the delay. We can try that. Okay, where is the delay happening again? Here. Activate materials. it gets kind of crazy. Activate actions. Oh, this is already the big one. Wow. Okay, let's think this through. And it's actually, yeah, we can. So my theory is that if I say, okay, you are on layer number 1, that's fine. You can still do the delay. It's good. How? There you go. But if you are on level 2, anything above level 1, so this is 2, and then you say no. Hoo-how. Something like that. Then you don't do it. Don't delay. So we need to introduce a depth here. It could work. But that means that, okay. Ooh, on heal. Let's just start from the beginning. On heal. Activating cards from materia. Targeting by default. I think what we need to do is int materia depth is 1. Hello, Coffee and Code. How is it going? How is it Friday? Are you looking forward to the weekend? How often do you use your numpad, Coffee and Code? It's been a discussion point today. So you're being immediately dragged into it. Material depth is 1. And then I can say materia depth. Oh my god. Activate materia. Int materia depth is also 1. We'll just keep going. Another day, another insane tangent here. I end up building out something insane. Do you just wake up with ideas and then you're like, dude, I gotta implement this. I use it fairly often, almost every time I enter numbers into fields. Right. Do you think you're faster with a numpad, or would you be equally as fast without a numpad? I thought we stopped the discussion when you realized not using numpad is just superior because I do so many cool things. Because of that, yes, absolutely. No, I just want to have an additional data point. I realized that people without a numpad are undeniably and objectively cooler. Only when they're sitting in an old Cardo. Only then. Make sure we're on a... Yeah, we are on the same thing. we are still talking... Are we still talking about numpads? I went insane again. I wanted to detect my G21 steering wheels, pedals, so I could use them as foot triggers for things. Instead, I ended up building an entire wheel shift and pedal intercept system with quirks in crisis situations. Swapping pedal inputs, overriding steering, locking out certain gears, disconnecting the brake. Chat can trigger even when you're playing a race game. That is insane, dude. Oh, Chirpy was the person who said we should put numbers on the left instead. Hello, Chirpy. How are you doing? For anybody who doesn't yet know, we have a new episode out on a new podcast. It is linked in the pinned comment, but I will just paste it again. I also have a T29, but haven't used it in some months. That's so cool. Coffee and Code really is a code magician. a 10 kilos keyword, but then I bought a separate numpad. I think what we've came to realize throughout our discussion is that our moms were the coolest when they used the numpad. And put it on the left or right of the mouse. To the right of the mouse. Could also work, but I again I don't have to move my mouse. It's fine for me. On top. Just put a numpad on your mouse. We kind of saw that. We kind of saw the mouse that had like all of these numbers on the side. I think that counts as a numpad on the mouse, honestly. I'm mad to see you here. Oh my god. Mouse, join the trackball club, guys. Oh, you also have a trackball? Matt Chirpy? Because I also have a trackball. See? I cannot live without it. It's so cool. Okay, check cards with trigger.
Stop!
Stop! You got a real one. Wait a minute. Oh my god. It's also okay. It just has no right being between mouse and keyboard. I find this so hilarious. Kids today, they will never know the difficulties of having to pull out your mouse pads and clean them. Exactly. I have the Kensington Slim Blade. Of course, a Viking would have a blade instead of a mouse. Oh my god. Damn, dude. It's the Kensington Expert mouse. Yeah, there's nothing I can say against this. It just says it in the title. Oh my, I mean, you have the Slim Blade. Might also be for experts, to be honest. Damn. Yeah. I think this is, yeah, you just don't have to move your mouse anymore. I think this is a big bonus. Massive volley programmer buttons. It is kind of nice. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Have a nice weekend. All right. I forgot what it is. Have a nice weekend. God damn it. What is have a good weekend, please? Tomorrow. Something kwai. But yeah, having to clean the ball every now and then is so nostalgic. So nostalgic. Maybe that's the reason why I like it so much. No, I think the reason is because it's ergonomic and it actually protects my wrist. That is the main reason. Per application too, so all my buttons do different things in my video editor versus in browser. That is actually insane. That is actually insane. That is insane. Okay, activate material actions. And then we have... Oh my god. Wait a minute. Does that mean I need to give it... Does that mean... Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I can't just do it without that. Wait a minute. I think what I can do without, giving, without having to manually adding the material depth. Did I actually say material depth? Yeah, I did. Okay. Without having to do that, I can increase the depth whenever you're triggering something, and then decrease the depth whenever you're finished. Directly on the card. I think that makes much more sense. Hold on one second. Activate materials. Where's the delay? Yeah. Let's try that. That sounds good. So we have... Oh my god, that is actually the solution maybe. Actually maybe the solution. Int trigger depth is... Let's just go with 0. Activate. Okay, where's the delay again? I think it might be overwritten at this point. No, it's still here. In case you or anyone else is curious, alright? We are curious.
Able to intercept and control different devices. Controls like your steering wheel, your shifter, your gas,
Wait, what?
brake, throttle, with various crisis situations, kind of like some of the other custom.
I'm gonna start it again.
I give you a work in progress called Mayhem in the Middle. You will be able to intercept and control different devices. Controls like your steering wheel, your shifter, your gas pedal, brake, throttle, with various crisis situations, kind of like some of the other custom apps, but never to the extent that you've seen before. I give you a quick demo of some of the crisis situations you can cause. This is called the Leadfoot Lottery, where it'll just kind of randomly choose
Leadfoot Lottery?
to override or randomly mess with. All of the red icons are the ones where it overrides and changes what you're sending. The steering,
This is insane.
randomly push the buttons. Any of the orange ones are the user's input. Any of the other ones are, if they're grayed out or red, are what Mayhem is overriding. So this one's cut brakes, so I'm stepping on the brake, but no brake is actually being sent to the application. This one's full throttle, so we've got full gas, can't do anything about it. Brake is not being adhered to. Steering wheel is cranked all the way to the left.
This is insane.
Completely ignoring my steering input. We are the parking lot.
I am in awe of the insanity on display here.
I think this is going to be excellent.
It's really, really cool.
This one's called Gearbox Curse. The brake is completely offline. Throttle is functional. Stuck in whatever gear you're in, so it doesn't matter if you're changing it. You're still stuck in 6th gear from before. These are all just quick little demos I threw together. They combine any of the functionality, so you'll be able to
It's
trigger these
absolutely
flow
crazy.
in a scene,
Dude,
as a bit redeem, as part of a future extension. You'll be able to combine these with the different scene effects.
I like the
Have,
squeaking noise.
Turn on your windshield wipers and obscure the screen, do a jump scare, while also screwing with the user's pedal. I hope nobody ever is planning on driving straight again.
That is really impressive, dude. Once again, I admire your UI work here. I don't know if this is just for you personally or if you actually see that in the... No, I think this is part of the settings, right? No, that's really impressive. Impressive work. Barely having to move the hand at all is the biggest thing. Dude, absolutely. It is so comfortable. Like, not having... Every time I see other people physically, like, moving their mouse, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your mouse? You see it in the app. It took forever to make that wheel diagram. I can imagine that, yes. I can definitely imagine that. Okay, we are going to increase that. What do we call it? Trigger depth ++. And at the end of it, we're gonna say trigger depth -. That means if the card has a trigger depth of, okay, let's see, delaying for develop trigger depth is, because we should see that increase and decrease to string, and then we can actually manipulate the delay and set it to maybe 0 or no delay at all. I think that would be That would be the solution. Yeah. We should see a trigger depth of 5, if I'm correct. If I'm correct. Is anybody in chat learning an instrument or has ever learned to play an instrument? I'm curious. I know how to play the piano, but I'm actually thinking about taking some piano lessons. So we will see. I'm going to end the turn now. And then we will see. Yeah, it is actually true. Trigger depth is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was correct. This is really, really good. Because then I can just say if trigger depth is bigger than 1, because I think 1 delay is okay. If it is bigger than 1, we will just ignore all of these delays. Oh my god. That is really, really good. Does a looping synth count? I feel like it does. I feel like it does, yes. Okay, if trigger depth is smaller or equal than to 1, only then we are going to do all of the delays. Otherwise, we will just skip it. I'm trying to think if this is good or not. No, I think it is good because you do get 1 frame at least anyways. Yeah, let's try it out. You can support for that too. Of course you did. The next thing that Coffee and Code is going to support is playing on a huge church organ. That's the next thing. That's the next implementation. Oh yeah, you're using a church organ for your stream? Well, you can also hook it up to your Twitch. And then you can let chat play the individual notes. Wouldn't that be crazy? I'm gonna press space now and we should see no hiccup anymore. Yeah? Wait a minute. I think there was no delay, was there? Let's try it again. Yeah, there was no delay this time. Wait a minute. Oh, it is still... Wait, what? It is still delaying it. Oh, no, it's not. I'm gonna move that over here. Okay, now it should... Now the log should also represent what is actually happening. Let's try... Let's test it one more time. Go to continue, let's load it up once again and then press space and we should no longer see a delay here. There is still one delay. I'm not sure if this is good or not. I mean, it feels better, I think. Let's see. No, there's still a bit of a delay here. Okay, let's try it again. Because I think it is the only one. The last delay. Found cards, enemy attack ended. Tick attack triggers. Anubis. Ended for Anubis because there's no... Yeah, you're not doing anything anymore. Okay, it still has one. The entirety of Twitch has crashed for me. Even the mobile app is down. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna be right back. That's crazy. Twitch, what are you doing? Whoa, we're getting details. Median audio coming through. But chat in any stream. Cannot chat in any stream I'm watching. That's crazy. Wow, we are witnessing the downfall of Twitch live. Of course. Of course it would be live. That is insane. All right. Well, we'll keep going. Is there a delay after this? Check it out. Okay, there's still a bit of a delay here, and I think because there is probably one more. No, there's no year return here. There's also that it needs to be highlighted. Oh, wait a minute. Material activated in this turn needs to be highlighted. Surely that's not it. No, that is probably not it. There was a large spike in reports of Twitch being down starting 3:51 p.m. Wow. Wow, indeed. Why? Wait a minute. Why do we have oh, additional delay is game speed, but I have full game speed, don't I? My game speed is 100%. Are we back to Teacup? Yeah, it seems like we're back, yes. That's insane. Trigger ended for Anubis. Wanna take ended. Yeah, it's still a bit weird because there's a bit of a delay. I don't think there's anything else I can do unless we were gone. Just a small outage. Austrian Twitch server must have died from all the heat. It died because there's going to be a heat wave. It was like, oh yeah, no, I'm out. I'm not gonna be here for this. It says this. No, this can also not be it. Unless, let's go to the end of this. There's no pause. Oh wait a minute, pause between materia. Where's that coming from? Definition. Activate material actions. There is a bit of a delay here. That cannot be it, can it? Trigger depth. Activate positive material. There it is. If total activations is bigger than 10. Aha. For this card. Okay, so what we can also do is, that's a good idea. If trigger depth is bigger than 1, pause between materia is also 0. That sounds really good to me. Okay. That might be it. Gonna remove that again. Okay, I think this was the last delay. Because that means if you have a chain reaction going on, should be like almost immediate. Hello processor chaos, what's up? I'm having a math problem in my project but refuse to use AI to fix in 2 seconds. Must use my own brain. What is the math problem? Not like I can help you, but I'm curious. Even if it takes the whole day. Good for you, maybe. I don't know. I guess it depends on. It is difficult. I mean, if you enjoy the process, yes, cool. Sometimes when I stumble upon a math problem, for example, I don't know, display an arrow in a curve, I'm like, okay, just give me a function, please. And then I will try to understand the function to maybe, understand it in the future and maybe be able to write it myself in the future. But in the initial stage, I kind of want to see how it's done. The thing is, do you also have to look up documentation and maybe examples or whatever? Do you think this is almost the same anyways? But yeah, I would just speed it up. You can use the AI to, you know, give you hints instead. It has something to do with gradient colors, not a simple lerping thing though. Anyway, about graphics, okay. I wish I also had a brain that I could use. Technic is jumping between self-glazing and self-deprecation today. Back from getting myself fat, how is it going? Welcome back, God agree. I think we're doing alright, yes. We just had a Twitch audit, apparently. People were not able to chat here. But yeah, now we're back. Years ago, I once had a brain fail, trying to flip a positive to a negative, and asked my friend if I should concat a dash in front of the number and then pass it. He looked at me like I was crazy and just said, just multiply it by -1. I was like... A positive to a negative. Yeah. We should conquer the dash in front of the number and then pass it. I'm trying to... Okay, if I have a positive number, how would I have solved it? I guess the same, yeah. You can probably do a more complicated way of doing it like this. If you have a number is this, you should not do this, but I was like, what is another complicated way of doing it? Number is 2 and you want to get the negative value of it. You can say number minus equals number times 2. Okay, let's just say 5. And then you should have -5, right? This is another complicated way of doing it. Oh my god. Some good silence people here made. Twitch audit, I'm afraid of losing mine. Yes, yeah. Audit for the non-Vienna people. Oh. You know, not using the number is so cool and awesome that I didn't have to use a brain anymore. That's how it goes. Audit. No, it was an audit. Oh. Oh, I see. No, it was an outage. Sorry. But yeah, this is another... do you guys... I don't know. Is another complicated way of doing it? Turning a positive into a negative? Okay, we now have eliminated all of the delays, I think. Yes, oh my god, that feels so much better. There was an almost half-second delay after the last material trigger, and now it just keeps going. Very smooth, I love it. That is really, really good. Because I feel like this will impact other actions in the game. So this is why this is important. Sometimes people just sit around and nothing happens, and they're like, what just... Why does the game load and nothing is happening on screen? I think this is one of the reasons. This was one of the reasons, and now it's gone. Very cool. Let me just remove that debug log here, that output. Okay, debug log. Custom creature name. I don't think we need that. Billonti years ago, I ran a OPHP-CC, obfuscated PHP coding contest, to do the simplest thing in the most convoluted ways. Yeah, I think that sounds like a really fun thing to do, actually. How can you in the most weird way, get to the result. I think this is a really cool competition, honestly. It reminds me of the competition that I mentioned in a previous stream. The Perl competitions where people were asked to solve something in as few lines as possible. As much, screw clean code and stuff like that. I think those are always really fun. It gets really crazy, especially with Perl. Active materials, that's fine. That's also fine. That's also fine. Okay, cool. Let's try one more time and see if everything is okay. Googly Eyes says, quantum bit flip. Map the number's value to a quantum state, word psi wrangle, and apply the quantum phase shift or Pauli X gate to inverted sign through state superposition. That might be the most complicated way of doing it. Yeah, I don't think we can get much more complicated. I think you won. I remember Facebook did some compiled PHP stuff in the early years to make it their own code, run faster. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did some really crazy stuff over there. Probably even today. I highly doubt I could ever pass those interview challenges. Oh, you mean like the poker kata or whatever? Some of the interview challenges that they give you, so from what I've heard, and I know somebody who does it, who has done a lot of interviews, some of the coding challenges during interviews are only set up in a way where they kind of see how you react under pressure or what you're doing to, in general, just how you react. You're usually not there to solve the puzzle or solve the task. You're just meant to, function while people are looking at you or, just in general. Sounds like so what I'm saying is you were not meant to pass some of the interview challenges. I think sometimes the challenge is that people just want to see how you react, I guess. I don't know. The worst one, oh yeah. I remember this. This is so fun. We've automatically adjusted your volume. I love this. Oh my god, that is so cool. Wasn't it like a completely random one as well? Oh man, this is also really cool. Please select the desired volume for the next stream. Oh wow. That is okay. I have not seen that before. That is insane. But yeah, I do remember this one, and this one, and this one. I also have seen this one. Yeah. Oh, this is the random one. Yeah. Try this user interface in your face. Just to see how you react. What if you work in Vue.js? I later learned I got my consulting gig because of one answer. It was about how I react when they have a major issue. I forgot about the answer exactly, but it's sealed deal against another candidate, so those questions really matter. Yes, they do. I wish they would just... I kind of get why they do this psychology tricks or whatever during interviews where they present you with a problem and you're not actually meant to solve the problem, you did just want to see how you react to be given that problem. I wish there was a way around it, not feeling like red experiments or whatever, but I guess it is what it is. Welcome to the user in your face, a channel exploration of user interaction design pattern. To play the game, save fill in the form as fast as accurately possible. Oh my god, I'm scared. Click here to go to the next page. No, I already... I guess I already lost the challenge. Oh, never mind. How can I help? This is already so aggravating. There are 41 people line sent to the I sent to the bottom. Okay. Choose a password. Ask the oh my god. Oh my god. What is that? I'm dying over here. I do not accept terms of conditions. Oh my god, the cancel button. No. Your password requires at least 10 characters. Okay, this is already driving me crazy. Needs at least one letter of what is going on? Can I just remove this? Can I remove this? Okay, let me. Your password must have at least one number word. Okay, one capital letter, at least 10 characters, at least one letter of your email. At least can have at least one Cyrillic character. Okay, I don't know Russian. And at least 10, so 6 more. Okay. Oh, it's not unsafe. Oh my god. Okay, we got to the next one. Web 3.0, yes. Have you played Fever Meme? No, I have not. Complete your profile, please upload any image. Wow, this is actually driving me insane. Choose free interest, unselect all. Oh my god, the select all being in here. Oh my god, this is really... Placeholder. Oh my god. Somebody hired this person to actually do like a government. How... Street. Okay, so far so good. I mean, maybe I wasn't supposed to go past the pop-up that I killed. Age is 0. 200. Ah! Okay, I guess somewhere around here. City. I don't know. Choose a country. Black and white flags. At least you get color when you move your mouse over them, and that's good. That is very good. It's awesome for Austria. Austria could be anything, really. It just has 2 stripes. I think I saw it earlier. There it is. I got it. What does box mean? Okay. Okay, just not being in a random order is fine. That is good, yeah. You don't know what is selected. Ah. Please fill in age and birth date. Fuck you. That is no. That is insane, dude. Okay. I really hate this. Wow, I did it. Almost done. We just need proof that you're human. Select all the all light pictures. Yes, yes. Oh wait, no. What? It was scrolled down. Okay. Two option on where you don't know which one is selected is actually far too common. Yeah. I thought that city was called worse. Yes. That scroll was devious, dude. That scroll was actually devious. This is good practice for future iSlop websites. Oh, you mean you scraped this and now you're now you're seeing that? I think the plane is pretty light too. Oh. Select all light pictures. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. I mean, I don't know if this counts as light because it's not turned on. So I'm confused a little bit. Is the Statue of Liberty bright? I don't know. I guess it's wrong. Validate. Almost done. We just need to select all the pictures with a bow. Oh my god. What? Wait a minute, are all of them with a bow? No! You bastards. It's all of them! It's all of them. Okay, next one please. A true interface legend. There was GG. I did cheat, so I don't know if you how to get past that one window without getting rid of it in the Explorer. But yeah, that was a good lesson in UI design. I definitely learn from this, and I will implement some of these and make sure my clients are happy. Okay, now I want to see the. Oh, that's really good. Very fluid. Okay, we fixed this one thing. Fixed by implementing trigger depth. Fixed long pause by caused by long arteria chains. Okay, let's try this. I am going to put this on a done stack, on a heap of done things. It really does look like we should release like a quality of life patch. We have almost like 30 bug fixes here that are kind of crucial. I feel like we need some design like this in Fade and Despair. Yes. My god. Capture hell. I'm not a robot. Der. What? Eternal. It's what plans for orbit says. No. All of this, yeah. Send help. Dude. It is a game. I was like, this looks like a game. It is a game. Yeah. Very good idea for a game. That is really cool. It is a I was like, is it an idler? Is it a capture idle game? What is it? But yeah, this looks really, really good. Hats off to this developer. Very, very cool. It is an idle game. Right? It looks like an idle game. What doesn't it say here? Indie, linear, mystery. Maybe it's not really idle. Because you have to fill out the captures all the time. So the developer post Instagram reels about it. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. I feel like this is first game on Steam. Pretty good. Pretty damn good, dude. Focusing changes to the elements of the game based on the player feedback. Ah, that's a good idea, true. Okay, the next item on our list is... We're going to save random cards at each chapter. Boss beginning. I'm a simple man, I hear Horror of the Mountain King, and I'm kind of hyped. Yeah. Imagine a Horror of the Mountain King trailer for Shroud of Gloom. Could work, probably. It could work. It's like trying to open that door by the end, and it just doesn't open, and then it just goes around with the hammer and smashes everything. It could work. Okay. I'm going to add a new meta statistic here in the chapter. A lot of my UI is like this because of how much stuff I've changed recently. Today is a UI refactor day, 99%. I mean, your UI looks really, really smooth, Coffee and Code. Railroad Manor, another point-and-click horror game, and literally used it in the trailer. Really? What? No way. There's no way. I gotta see that. Give me the trailer, Steam. Don't hold back on the trailer, Steam. Give it to me.
The house I live in.
They actually did.
It kills anyone.
Okay, yeah, it's more cartoony, yeah.
Strangers vanish. Neighbors rot behind locked doors. Even the mailman stopped coming. You remembered nothing. Not your name. Not your face. And yet, you hear my voice. Come into the light.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it really works for that vibe, for sure. It looks insane, dude. But yeah, people love it. People love it, apparently. That's really cool. It works. It is kind of a banger. Kind of fits better, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. For Shroud of Gloom, probably not a good idea. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Meta statistics. CS. We have custom spell names, custom... Do we have cards here as well? No. Okay, what about last runs? Yes. No. Save state. Yes. Okay, we have save state card. Okay, that we can do. That is something we can do for sure. All right, we're going to have chapter 1 cards, chapter 2 cards, and chapter 3 cards. I hope this is okay in terms of, you know, when the JSON gets really, really big, at some point I'm kind of afraid of saving it. But I have also included a bunch of fallbacks for when a save is not going to work. So I think it should be fine. Saving a file is harder than it seems, apparently. Especially if you're saving it a lot of times. Where is the file man? Don't I have a file manager? No, a storage. Storage man. It's called storage man, of course. I have this save async here, and also have this run save loop. And what I learned is write all text save is basically you need to have a temp file and then just overwrite the resulting file. I think this is what I found while researching this. It is really not that easy, actually. Previously, I just, you know, saved over the existing files, and that could cause an error every now and then. So the safest way to save a file is save it as a temporary file and then overwrite it. Overwrite the original one. And always keep a backup. Yeah. That is how I did it. Mid statistics. Okay, what we're gonna do is... Does this have functions? Yeah. Public void add chapter card. I'm going to give it a card, of course, and a chapter. And then we're going to say a kind of Okay, what do we need to do? We need to say which array do we want the card to be in? And then we are pushing it. Just use array push. If it has more than 5 entries, remove the last one. That sounds good to me. I'm in such a pickle. I'm getting everything ready for the release of my new trailer. Demo update and devlog, and I just realized that we accidentally exported the new trailer soundtrack. 1 BPM offsets not in sync. No. No. Video and audio sync is such a weird thing sometimes. I don't know why. That is so frustrating because, wait a minute, does it only happen in the export? Or like how do you even, or is it just because of export settings? How long will it take to do resync? Yeah, that's because if it is correct in the editor and always wrong in the export, I don't know. Wait, that actually that sounds like a pickle indeed. I'm trying to remember if I had a similar problem, but I don't think I have. The only problems that I had, huge problems, were that video and audio wasn't even synced inside of the editor. You know, when I'm dragging something in and then you have to convert it because the format wasn't working, and then it's completely out of sync, and how do you Yeah, that is. I'm trying to remember where it was. I think also maybe some devlogs in the past. I don't know. It's just a silly mistake. It would literally take 2 seconds to fix the BPM and re-export, but my sound designer is not at home now, so I'm kind of in the limbo here. Oh! Oh, I see. No! Okay, yeah, that is an awful feeling where you're like ready to release. Ah. Okay. It's far too tedious for me to read at the time of the entire trailer. Yes, I can't believe that. Because if everything goes along with the music, nope. Oh yeah, for trailers is, I think, where my audio also desynced sometimes. Yeah, I don't know, it's I mean, it's a completely different problem to yours, I guess, but... Chapter 1 cards push. Oh, sorry, Ed. I was in Pearl Land for a second. It happens. Also need to have get full save state. Of course. Change that as well. Okay, this is add chapter card to list. Chapter 1 cards. Card. Do I want to do it here or in the function? Let's do it in the function. I don't think it needs to be public. Add chapter card to list. Save state card. And then we have list of save state card. Cards. So I'm gonna paste that here. Move this around so it fits the function name. It's worse when it's just like 1 BPM difference too, because it kind of sounds right at the same moment, hence why I didn't realize it quickly enough. Yeah. There is something really weird happening with your brain, because sometimes your brain autocorrects it. Your brain is like, wait a minute, this sound happened at the same time, right? And then because your eyes is like, and your ears are like, yeah, I guess, and your brain, yeah, I guess it wasn't at the same time. There's something really strange that is happening here with your... There's some kind of autocorrection going on. Okay. Cards add. If... Does this add in the beginning or not? Added at the beginning or at the end? I feel like it's at the end. Why am I so confused about this? C# list add at beginning or at end? Adds an object to the end of the list. Thank you. Is it? Wait a minute. When I do this in Perl, is it also at the end or at the beginning? I think it's at the end. Wow, that I really have a a brain thing going on here. Okay, if cards.count is greater than 5, then we're just gonna say cards remove at 0. Cool. Exactly, and at times it will literally be like just milliseconds off, but then 30 seconds later it's off by half a second. Yeah. God, I'm trying to remember where I had this issue. It was like, I was working on a video and it was slowly desyncing over time. And I don't know, I didn't really know how to fix it back then. So what I did was every time I felt like it was super awful, I would cut it and move the sound a little bit more further again, so it would fit again, and then keep going. Where did I have this issue? Oh, I remember now. Oh my god, yes. Ah, this was in oh my god. It was called, I recorded, this was really awful actually, in terms of I recorded a practice session with 2 angles. So I had 2 mobile phones set up. One was at the top and one was to the right here, right? And it was it was actually really terrible to sync it all. And I think what I did was I started moving the sound. I started fixing the sound every time you know it changes to a new song or something like that. I think this is how I fixed it. So over time you will slowly see that the fingers are not in sync with the music, but you know, you're not really that aware of it. But I fixed the soundtrack every time the thing changed. Yeah, but this was a fun project. Nevertheless. Okay, let's fix that. Add chapter card for chapter 1. If chapter... Do I want to have a switch here? Can I say chapter is 1 and then do this? Let's try it out. No, I think this is making it worse. Okay. You know what? I will just do this. Is 1. If it is a 2, then we will do this. And then we will do this. Cool. Now we should have a system in place where we can just do it. Now, how do we decide which card to save here? Start fight. If it is a boss fight, yes. Then we're going to say save random card to meta statistics. I will put this at the end here once again, because this file is not long enough yet. And then we will decide on a random card. Get random creature that has at least has a score of at least, let's say 5, I don't know. So first of all, we need to have a list of cards. And I'm gonna make a new reference based on the deck cards. Deck list. And then deck list. Then we have a new reference. So now what we can do is we need to see which card has a score, so we can make a new one. Filtered cards is new list as well. I guess you can just say new. Wow, the technology. And then for each card, cards, we're going to say if card gets score is greater than 5. Filtered cards, add. So now we have cards that have at least a score of 5. And now we're going to return a random one. Is, unless we don't have any, is 0, we just return, we don't care about it. Otherwise, we will get a filtered card, random range, between 0 and, of course, filtered cards count. And now we can say save state manager meta statistic. What? Huh? Get meta. Huh? Wait. Where is it? Meta statistics. Statistics manager. Okay, there it is. Add chapter card for current chapter, which is get current chapter. Is this 0 based or not? It is. God damn it. Current chapter. We interrupt your scheduled broadcast to bring you the mandatory Half-Life 1 cadmium break. There we go. Oh my god. That is so good. Dude, I love the Half-Life memes. So good, the Half-Life sound effect memes. Oh my god, this is the original. Dude, that is such a cool sound actually. Let me hear this with both ears. That was such a cool sound. Wow. Damn, that is a good sound. Holy crap. But yeah, this is good. Yeah, we will see. Yeah, Chirpy, I was thinking about adding the the Apple one as well, but I'm not sure. I mean, Spotify would be the best link, to be honest, and I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know why this is taking the longest. Back to our schedule program. Oh my god, what about did I just do? This was my face exactly when I first played Half-Life 1. It kind of, dude, Half-Life 1 was so immersive. It was so good. Half-Life 1 was crazy. Back to the schedule programming. I started Steam and for some reason the chat pop-up opened on top of your stream, so it looked like it was in your desktop. I was like, what the fuck? How do we have so many friends in common? That happens to me. Sometimes we are in different rooms, my wife and I, but we still, want to share a screen because, Slay the Spire 2 or whatever. It just helps when we can see the other screen. And when I have it full screen, I sometimes get so confused when there's a pop-up or whatever. Yeah, like a Steam pop-up or something like that. And I always click there, even though I'm in full screen showing a different desktop. It's always so, oh god, you're so stupid. I was tripping out for a second. You know, it's the podcast effect. Now we all have the same friends. The amount of times I've taken a screenshot of my app and then tried to click on things, yeah. There was oh my god, this is I hope I can find this. This was actually, I don't know if it was super mean or funny. I'm still undecided. But maybe I will let you decide. And also I can see this totally happening to me. But yeah, I will let you decide. Hang on 1 second. I will find it. And maybe you've also seen this already. Ah, there it is. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if this is just mean or if this is actually something that could happen to me as well. Yeah, here you go. So you have in the beginning, I will just play. I don't like the music, by the way, but it's not real. Let's be honest. This is probably acted. Now, would this happen to you guys? I'm pretty sure this could happen to me. I'm pretty sure this could happen to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. I've done this myself before. I literally was looking up the weather on my phone and I left my phone in the car and then I went right back down while I was looking somewhere else up on my phone and went, I can't find it. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's a nice classic, looking at a screenshot on your phone and going, holy shit, it's already 8 p.m. and then you realize you're looking at the clock on the screenshot. Yeah, exactly. I made a screenshot of, this is, oh my god, yeah, I remember now. Dude, I have a tablet in my bedroom and there was a whole history of why we weren't in the bedroom for quite a while because, you know, the water leakage and whatever. So we, like 6 months away, we were sleeping in a different room. And then we came back. I realized I hadn't used my tablet in like half a year. And it was summer now. But I turned on the tablet and it took a while for it to, you know, get everything updated again. And it showed that it was 6 degrees outside. I'm like, really? And then, of course, it got the current data and stuff like that. But for a second, I looked at it and was like, it has 6 degrees today in the middle of summer? What is happening? Yeah, it is funny how it goes sometimes. Windows 11 does that to me. The entire taskbar actually freezes. Oh my god. Clock is like 30 minutes behind. I got late to meetings because of this. Dude, what the heck? I've not heard this before, but that is actually very disruptive. That joke could happen to me. Once I found myself trying to find my phone while I was in a call. I mean, we all have definitely looked around for something we have in our hand at some point. That's true, yeah, absolutely. It's like this, right? And then it's like, where's my pen? I can't find it. Have you guys seen my pen? It happens. For cards. Wait a minute. Why is this underlined? Okay. It says in way. What? Say random card to me. Statistics. Why is that not working? It is a card. Why is everything in Chinese? Oh, because of... Oh, wait a minute. Selected card. I'm currently learning Chinese, so I was forcing myself to learn Chinese. That's why I turned it. Forced immersion, exactly, yeah. Alright, I will be right back. I used to do this too. I have my phone, PC, and everything in Portuguese. Cool. I love the Hideo purchased for foretelling COVID. What? He actually did that? I just remember doing that when when I was a teenager and I was trying to learn English and I set everything to English, even like my mobile phone, my PC and everything. So yeah, I'm trying. Should do it with Dutch. I have everything in English. It ain't working too much. Wait. Are you trying to learn English or just need to learn how to pick the most beautiful side and you're good? I can definitely have. I know quite a few words I learned specifically from that method. Yes, I think the only that I learned now is this one. It's a reference. And I think I understand some of the words up here. This is the Shang-Shi. No, this is not Shang-Chi. Hold on one second. Never mind. But I'm getting there. Oh, this is when so I guess it's document. No. When so no sortieren. What? Literary work? No, okay, what? Oh, this is a different one. God damn it. This is Tian. Yeah, that's it. Okay, when Tian. See, this is document file. I love this. This is so cool. This is really cool. I have no idea how to say settings in Dutch. Let me check. Einstellingen. Instellingen. I'm honestly having so much fun doing this because every day I get a new piece in this giant puzzle. For example, I have this app where I learn new characters every day, and this one over here, Handle app is what it's called. And yesterday I stumbled upon, like, you know, you always get new words and there's like, oh, I already know this. And then everything connects for this one word. It's so cool. You get this really cool, I don't know, it's just really, really nice. And it's better than, I don't know, other things that I used to do in the time. Not a sponsor, no. It is free. Handle is free. So if you also want to do it, oh shit. If you also want to learn Handle, it's a really cool app. Moms to get it, not me yet. Yeah. It is a really good app. Okay, where were we? We want to save some random cards. Yes. It is completely free. I don't know what is. I see. This is what I wanted to try. Wanted to see. They don't have a price. There are no in-game, no in-app purchases. Are there? What does it cost? It's free. Yeah. The only paid feature is the interactive reader. For reading real Chinese with tap to look super. I have never seen it before. What? Huh? It isn't even mentioned anywhere. Wait a minute, read? It isn't even, you know, usually you get like pop-ups every 10 words or something like that. But no, this is just completely free. You don't get any ads. The only thing that you have to stomach is that it uses AI generated images for each of the characters, because for example you have this color, this one over here, this Hanse, and then if you look in the background you see the AI generated image. You actually have this guy over here spitting seeds on the field. And that is how you remember cultivate nurture, because you have this over here. It says this is spit, and then you have earth, and that is how you cultivate and nurture. You do a lot of these little stories. It's really funny. But yeah, you cannot really. You can probably hire an artist to make 2,000 images, but I think for this it kind of makes sense to use the AI generated art. It is a little bit on the weird side, but you also see it here, right? I think this is like a good appliance for AI art that I can kind of see. I don't see a better solution than this one, and it really works for learning. I don't know. No microtransactions? No, apparently not. Maybe it's, you know what? Maybe what they're doing is they're building up this user base, and then at some point they will sell the app to somebody for $1 million, and then we will get ads. I think this, I don't know if that's the case with this app, but it feels a little bit like it because it's relatively new. It spins like a fire hydrant, yes. That is how you remember these characters, I'm telling you. Every landing page looks like the same these days, yeah. Yeah. I tried Duolingo again for the first time in ages. I didn't last more than 5 minutes before I understood it again. Actual horror. It is. So what I think Duolingo is really, really good for is to see if you like a language. Just, you know, try it the first 10 minutes and see if you can stomach the language or if you really, really want to do it. That's what I also did. What I also did for Chinese. But honestly, I'm still doing like the daily small ones because, and I really don't care about streak or whatever. I feel like there is still a few words every now and then that are good to repeat. But overall, I think it's trash. Yes, absolutely. Overall, I think it's, I don't know. I feel like I kind of have to ditch it at some point because I'm doing like one lesson every day, and the rest is in Hanle and Hello Chinese and Do Chinese, which is just for reading, and you know, YouTube vlogs and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, now that I think about it, I don't really use it that much anymore. I should just ditch it. Yeah. Glad we have to talk. Streak combo, refill your gems to continue. Buy Duolingo Plus. Also, this is how you see Apple. Come back tomorrow to not lose a streak achievement. You know what is the craziest thing right now? They have these camera. Okay, I'm gonna show you full screen, full cam view. Here you go. This is the craziest thing in Duolingo right now. They have this camera here. Do you see the camera icon? It's kind of okay, and then you click on it, and it says video calls with one of the characters, and then you always have to do, you know, like this, and then you have this over here. I don't know how much you need to pay for this, but it is always in your path. Do you see that? It is always in your path. So even if you just finish this one, you always need this one. You need to at least click on it to get rid of it, and then you can do the next one. And then again, you have this camera again right here. And then you have this camera again right here. And then you have this camera again right here. And every time it asks you to upgrade to a next subscription. It is absolutely stupid. I really, really hate it. I don't know why I still use it. Now again, every now and then you get a lesson like this, where I feel like it's still worth doing. I don't know if you can see that. Because you get at least a bit of a reminder. For example, this is white. I think it exposes you a little bit to words still, but now that I actually think about it, I think reading is just much better anyways. So maybe I will just actually ditch it now. Good that we talk about this. The worth of this is, I don't know. What I really, really hate, guys, what I really, really hate on Duolingo is every time you finish a lesson, you always get, I mean, you can turn off the animations, yes, but you always get these chests. I don't want to open chests. I don't care about opening chests. It is so ridiculous. It really feels like I should stop using it. Oh yeah, Hello Chinese is much better. This is Hello Chinese. This is really, really good. It actually teaches you stuff. You can read stories over here. It's really, really good. Much better. But yeah, Duolingo is good if you wanna just see if you actually like a language or whatever. That I think is okay. I don't have it for 3 years or so. My girlfriend installed it again. After a couple of days, she got a push notification saying that I was poking her to do whatever. Even though you were not, that's crazy. Memorize, but I agree that there are apps, that these apps are like a good appetizer, yes. But one shouldn't expect to probably learn a language just by using an app like this. No, this is, no, absolutely not. If I only used Duolingo, I would have forgotten everything again. Because he noticed this when you keep using Duolingo, and I've used it for a long time now. When you keep using Duolingo, sometimes it will show you stuff that you've gone through, you know, in the beginning or something like that in Duolingo itself. And you're like, wait a minute, what was that again? Yeah, you will start to see that Duolingo is actually just set up to get you through the content, get you through the world, but you don't actually remember stuff. It's just really... It is very strange. I don't know. And apparently people are saying that it used to be much better. I don't know. I love etymology maps so much. Let me see that. Type word for China in different Eurasian languages. Oh, the word for China. Oh, wow. Kitaj. 中国. Goku. Did you guys know that Zhongguo means the middle country? So they think they are in the middle of the world, like everybody else. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Ultimately, most likely derived from the westernmost Chinese state Qin, Old Chinese Qin. Ah, interesting. Chinese, there it says, Central State. Yeah, there it is. Khitan, Manchu, who conquered northern China in the early 10th century, found in the Liao dynasty. I couldn't find an etymology for Burmese. They just I don't know. one guy woke up one day and he was like, Burmese! And they're like, what? Kitai Gold means Chinatown. Oh, yeah, interesting. That is fascinating. Yeah, I am also fascinated about country names in other countries or in other languages. For example, Austria. It's called Österreich. Österreich. Where does Austria come from? Why do you think it should be called Austria? Oh, Australia, you're right. My mistake. Österreich is Australia, yes. Maybe I've just become a boomer, but I quite like good old flashcards. They are pretty pork for learning vocab and stuff and no unnecessary gamification. Yeah, true. I think the Hanli app is actually just that. The Hanli app is just flashcards, basically. Yeah, you see that? You have this, and then wait a minute, next one. You have this over here, and then you just click on it, and then say, this is... I think this is P, skin leather. Yeah. And that's pretty much the same system. But it also has the... I think it's called SRS algorithm to really, get it into your brain. But again, people are saying reading is just the best way to learn, and that is why I just installed Do Chinese and just made sure that I read a lot. Kitaj with a J as in yogurt made me giggle too. Oh, what? Maybe, why don't you care about opening chest? Why not? Have you wondered why? Have you shared it with your therapist? Wait a minute, what did I say? Oh, opening chests in... No, because in Duolingo, every time you get a stupid reward that you don't care about. I don't care about getting triple XP. I don't care about being in a leaderboard. Why this is a completely wrong incentive. I don't care where I am amongst these other people. It's fine. I want to be motivated by something else. I want to be motivated because I find the language fun, or because I find the culture interesting, or because I want to read a text somewhere or read the characters somewhere. I don't... These chests are completely meaningless. That is why I don't like these. And you also get like, you always get the same thing. You get either gems or you get double or triple XP or you get, I don't even know what the third one is. And you only get gems. This is so stupid, guys. There is a game. I mean, everything in this app is built to make you buy stuff. And yes, I keep realizing how much I hate this app. There is a game here. It's called Word Pairs, okay? You can win in the first few levels. You can probably win, right? You can, you need to do this. To sound, it's each, and stuff like that. So you can do this the whole time. But it gets so difficult that your timer runs out in the upper right corner. And then what you need to do is you need to buy gems to keep this, to keep going. And everything is built around this. There are even extra challenges here. Like for example, you have this bird over here. And it says you have to do this exercise before the time runs out to get 3 stars. Guess what? It's never possible. It's only possible if you buy a booster. It's absolutely stupid. You should follow a guy called Marco Neves on Instagram. He's a professor and his content is about Portuguese etymology. Very interesting, probably up your alley. Cool. It's Austria for us. Yeah, but okay. Österreich comes from... I mean, the answer is probably really simple. Österreich comes from Ostarrîchi, which, yeah, I guess... Ostarrîchi, Austria, I guess, yeah, if you're drunk. I don't know. Portugal is called orange in many other languages. In some countries called oranges in the language Portugal. What? Portugal in Greek is Portugalia. Orange in Greek is Portugali. Interesting. Reading is definitely good for vocab. Yes, I think you need to do everything. If you want to do better at reading, read. If you want to be better at speaking, speak. If you want to be better at translating, translate. Absolutely. I honestly think that reading also helps a lot with speaking. So yes, you can also you can just brute force speaking, but in terms of trying to form sentences, just by reading, you have all of these connection words, and I think this is what helped me the most, starting to read. There's like individual skills and languages, and you can definitely be at different levels each. Absolutely, yeah. Get a VPN in Russia, we literally cannot buy stuff in Duolingo. Makes tons of stuff free. Oh my god. A good example is like 2nd or 3rd gen immigrants. It's fairly common that they understand their native language at a quite high level, but barely speak it. Because they listen but don't speak back, and you get good at what you do. Yeah. No, I can totally see that. Absolutely. Why is Österreich called Austria? Oh my god. That is some huge lore for me today. Austria is the English and letters version of the German name Österreich, which means Eastern Realm, Eastern Borderland. Yes, it makes sense. Ost is east. The name came from its historical position as the easternmost frontier territory of the old Duchy of Bavaria and the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, but I know it was Ostarrîchi. I have this here with only one R, but who cares? The old High German word was first written down in a document on 996 Anno Domini. Eastern border described the borderland set up to protect the eastern edge of the realm against outside groups. Latin form. Medieval scholars and writers translated the German name into Latin as Austria because Latin was used for official books and maps. Okay, it is the Latin's fault. Aha. English adoption. English speakers kept the Latin name Austria instead of translating literally into words like Eastram. Eastram sounds really cool though. Where do you live? Where do you live? I live in Eastram. That's funny. Actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have looked it up. Eastram is actually not that good. Indirectly, yes, having better vocabulary and understanding of grammar is going to help. But there's a lot of people who read, write good English but struggle with speaking. No, I agree. You definitely need to speak a lot. I think I definitely don't speak enough. I should do it a lot more. And now, no, yes, Eastram. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was kind of clear from Österreich that it is indeed Eastram. Oh well. We're living in the Eastram. One of my mates reads much better, much more English than I do, and he definitely has better vocabulary, so in a vocab test he would seem much better. But I was spoken English consistently for multiple years, and in a verbal test I would seem more fluent. Yeah, the lone fact that you're streaming is probably increasing your speaking skills a lot. I was ever British partner, so that helps too. Yeah, I guess that helps, yes. But yeah, no, I think this was one of the best decisions I've made recently. Just to learn a new language. I think it actually helps me in terms of having a bit of a clearer head, if that makes sense, or at least, you know, being more, I don't know, this probably sounds stupid, but I feel like my brain is functioning a bit better than before. Especially in terms of speaking, because I'm more aware of how I pronounce words. I'm more aware of I don't know, about language in general. It's just really, really cool. And I kind of wish that I would have started sooner to learn any language, any additional language. There was a period of time where I thought learning an additional language was not possible anymore. For some stupid reason. I just thought, I don't know, it's too late, I'm too old. But apparently, in only 6 months, you can get really, really far. A couple years back, I spoke American Swinglish. My English has changed a lot. Right. American. There's a. We have a similar word here. It's called Denglish. It's when it's Deutsch. Deutsch is English, basically. I was talking to the voice actor. God Almighty, I already forgot the name. My brain is functioning so much better. Except for names. Patrick, there we go. Patrick Lamb. I was talking to him and I gave him the script of my cutscenes, and you know, he was ruthless because he is a British man, you know, still in his heart. Even though he knows Austrian dialect and has been living in Vienna for quite a while. But he was reading from a script, and then he was striking out words and phrases and then he said, "Oh no, that's trash," and "Oh yeah, that's Denglish." I'm like, "Oh yeah, thanks for correcting me." Yeah, that was really, really cool. But yes, Swenglish, love it. You said an example that it is possible, although I'm not going to start learning Chinese. No, I don't expect anybody to start learning Chinese. I will say though, the hardest thing about Chinese are, I think, the tones, because grammar is quite logical. You don't have any, you know, in English, for example, you have see, saw, and seen, but in Chinese it is kan for see, and for past tense it's kan le, and then for future, wait a minute, for to see in the future or something like that. I actually don't know what the last one would be in Chinese yet, but for future, for example, would be to see or something like that. But then it's only yeah, Hui Kan, or maybe it's Yao Kan. I guess it depends on what you're doing. But you see that the word never, like the character never changes. You can, and I think this is really, really cool. I think this is really cool. The cool thing is that you also get better at the act of learning languages, except, yeah, that is what I also thought. Each language you learn makes the next one easier because you become more aware of how languages can differ. You find more cognates, etc., etc. The fact that I started a bit of Spanish in school helped me immensely learning Portuguese because I already had a basic understanding of grammar and conjugations in Roman languages. Yes, I completely agree with you. The only, so for me it was like, wait a minute. I had French for like 2 or 3 years in school. And one day I think it was like half a year ago, like, or maybe in November or October, I sat here and then sometimes I jokingly say French words because I still remember them. And then I had a realization. I'm like, wait a minute. I am actually able to learn a different language if I just, keep like learning it. It is so obvious and so simple, but I was like, wait a minute. The fact that I don't know more French or whatever is just because I stopped learning. I would have probably been better or something like that, or maybe because I didn't like the teacher, It was just a very silly observation, which was in hindsight probably pretty obvious, but you can actually talk yourself out of a lot of stuff that it might not be that hard. In Portugal, we have portunhol, which is when a Portuguese person tries to speak Spanish. Portunhol, right? Oh, that's funny. That's also me when I speak Spanish now. My Portuguese got so much better. So now I just think in Portuguese and real-time translate to Spanish. Right. Oh, but yeah. Okay, how do we test this? Alle Verweise suchen. Being a singer is a cheat code too. You're more trained at using your voice. Inflection, control, tones aren't an advantage. It was so funny because I was in the Chinese lesson, the first one with my teacher, and I just repeated what she said and stuff like that, and then she asked me, "Are you a singer?" And I'm like, "How did she know?" And then she said, "Because of the tones." I wasn't aware of that. I was not aware of that. But yeah, this is apparently that is an advantage. But I think you can also learn it, Matt Chubby. You can also learn that. Okay, we just need to find a boss fight. Yeah, but my teacher also sent me this. Yeah. My teacher also sent me this, I think maybe to troll me or whatever, but this is basically a group of people just walking through maybe a Chinatown or whatever, and just singing, "Excuse me, my English is very bad." I think that was actually hilarious. It really sticks to your brain. Oh my god. Yeah, apparently Chinese teachers always send this to the kids or whatever. Okay, let's go to the boss and see what gets saved. Do I wanna... No. Let's just skip to it. Alright. The boss awaits. As soon as we are facing the boss, we should have one card in our meta statistics. Oh, I'm actually not checking the... I'm not checking the type yet. Just realized. Skip that. Change that. Before I do that, I think I want to... get card in cards if gets card score is bigger than 5 and also is creature. We don't want to save any spells. Do we? No. Do we? Wait a minute. What about Invoker? I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine, yes. Okay, when I open up the boss fight now, I should have a new entry in the meta statistics. What is my current profile? That's a good question. Let's find out. Profile 1, okay. Then we're going to run the JSON formatter and chapter 1 cards. Okay, if I'm right, then we should have a card right now. It was not saved, that is the issue. How do I get it to save? Still not saved. Maybe like this? How do I get it to save? Oh my god. Maybe I just need to reload. Okay. Reload. Chapter 1 cards. No, it was not saved apparently. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Dui buchi. Okay, I think I need to debug this out. Debug log, adding card to chapter. Chapter whatever. Add chapter card here as well. If... Oh, it's probably... Oh, yeah, okay. Current chapter is 0. 0 based. Alright. Let's just do it like this. I don't care. I've actually been taught in music school to sing T as C. Huh. I have not been taught this at all. So I cannot say. I cannot partake in this discussion. Still can't get used to how different it everywhere else are. Load it up. Save that. Oh, now yeah, here we go. No, we still don't have it. Saving last turn. What did we do? Did I not save? Oh, I didn't. I actually didn't save. Okay. Save save state manager. No, statistics manager. Save meta statistics next frame. Let's just try it out. I also cannot get used to how alphabet is signed to notes. What do you mean? Ah, like Do being C. Oh. Do, re, mi, fa, sa, sol, la, ti, do. Oh, interesting. So it's actually C, D, E, F, T. It's what it's supposed to be. Okay, one more try. Let's load it up. Let's go to the boss fight, and we should have a card in our meta statistics if everything is correct. Yes, we do. Which card was chosen? Who of you is the chosen one? Chapter 1. And first damage taken. First blood. There it is. You have... Does it really matter if I have this? No, probably not. Cool. How big is the file now? 3,000 lines. I mean, how big is it? And should I be worried? 60 kilobytes. No, I think this is fine. The last the last turn also has 75. I guess it's fine, yes. Yeah, this is okay. What about the individual runs? Oh my god, this has 400 kilobyte. I guess it's not that bad. Man, these are a lot of files. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. I guess it would make sense, yes. Alright, we're saving random cards. I'm gonna note this down. For future use. Pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there one bug that I wanted to take a look at? Or did I already do that? Oh, we already did that. Yes. Okay. A being La makes no sense to me. No, I agree. What does Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do stand for? Maybe it's just random words? I don't know. Maybe it is just random words. Maybe they just thought, you know what, we just need anything, let's just do this. What do you all think? Let's look up the history. History of the musical syllables Do, Re, Mi originated from an 11th century Latin hymn called Ut Quent Laxis, created by an Italian monk named Guido of Arezzo. Wanted a way to help choir singers remember pitches easily. He used the popular hymn. He noticed that each consecutive line of his hymn started on a note that was one step higher than the previous line. Interesting. And then he took the first syllable of each line to name the 6 notes of the standard medieval scale. ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Changing ut to do. In the 17th century, the syllable ut was changed to do, likely derived from dominus, meaning Lord, or chosen because it ends in an open vowel. To make it easier to sing. Yeah. Ut is not easy to sing. Adding T, the 7th note of the scale, originally left out or called C from the initials Sancte Johannes,
Austrian dialect.
wurde geändert in T im späten 19. Jahrhundert von Sarah Glover. Das hat versichert, dass jede Note mit einem anderen Buchstaben beginnt. Interessant. Jetzt wissen wir das auch. Nixinali. Jetzt weißt, warum das C heißt, T heißt.
Finale says it's time for a Chinese dialect.
Das ist Henan, Tainande. Tainanle. Wobutu da. Chongwen. Luckily, no one knows what he's saying to what I did. Where is Taskless Chara? No, it's fine. I was saying this is very difficult and I don't know. Oder Chongwen Buhao. All right. The next one on the list is making sacrifice work. Picture hotel. The tip-to-tip one was really fun. Blender punk today. That's true. Yeah, it was Jiodian. That was really interesting. I learned a lot from tip to tip actually. It was really cool. One of the funniest things that I've learned so far is dongxi. It basically means east-west, but it is translated to things. So if you wanna say I wanna buy something, then you would always have to say this my dongxi. And the history is so funny because nobody really knows why people say east-west when they mean things. It is only... So nobody really knows the origin of that, but they just think like there were apparently two markets on both sides of the country or on both sides of the city. And when you want to buy something, when you want to buy a lot of things, they just, I guess, they said, yeah, I want to buy everything from east to west. And at some point, people were like, yeah, that just means I want to buy things, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the history of this is really funny. I don't remember the exact mix-up there, but yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I couldn't tell you right now. Honestly. Especially because hotel can also be a restaurant. You can have a fangdian. Fangdian. No. This is fangdian. Doesn't translate to anything. What? See, I already made a mistake. It's called Fandian restaurant. Then you have Shangdian, which is a shop. What is the hotel? Jiodian. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because Tio is alcohol. That's really funny. Theodian is actually a drink. What the hell? And this is the store. Yeah. Because this is shop. So actually, what a hotel is a alcohol shop. This is so hilarious. This is alcohol and this is shop and this is a hotel. Why does an alcohol shop mean hotel? I don't know, but there it is. Where do I check in? Yeah, exactly. Another thing is that I really like is Hongjiu is wine and Hong is red. So this is red alcohol, which means wine. A lot of these. This is what I mean with the. It's just a giant puzzle, and everything just sometimes really fits together very neatly, and you can you can derive a lot from the individual characters. And I think this is, I don't know, it's just so fascinating. It's just really, really cool. Binted Punk. Yeah, but what was the pig shop? What? So I know that, for example, She is pig. She is pig. Why does pig also mean, wait, pig? Oh, they were saying Chudian. They were saying Chudian. That's funny. So this is pig shop. Wait a minute. Wait. Was Chu? Okay, I need to use this one and the end. Okay. This is pig shop. Okay, yeah, okay, I get it now. Oh my god, there's a Chudian instead of Theodian. Hilarious. Pig shop hotel. Okay, I'll take the shop back to the shop and buy some kitty litter. All right. I was actually gonna end it here anyways. We are going to raid Irregular Human. Irregular Human. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know why. But yeah, let's check him out. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to be back on Monday, regular stream, regular Faith in Despair stream. Check out the podcast. I don't know if it's still clipped. And yeah, I wish you all a nice weekend. Thanks again for watching. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.